My friends, I am ready to do this now. All day I've been thinking about the live stream in the evening. Oh, it's going to be a wonderful live stream, isn't it? And do you know what? Do you know what happens? I go to hit the live button and I was like, oh, I haven't uploaded a video to YouTube saying I'm going live. So that's a great start. Let's just press that derp button. That was one derp. Then I recorded a video for YouTube and forgot to unmute my microphone. Let's just press that dirt button again. Bam, there we go, okay. Then I went live on Twitch and I started the wrong type of cat. Let's just go quickly press that dirt button again. You know? Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking, peeps. I'm thinking 7 years, probably going to have 7 derps, right? Probably going to end this stream with 7 derps. Sounds pretty reasonable. Sounds pretty reasonable to me. It takes so long to log into this game. Hurry up, game. Hurry. Alright. That's derp number. I forgot to change my skin. Well, you know, hashtag exclusive preview. I'm now Pufferfish. Hi. Hi, don't hug me. Don't hug me, I'm prickly. Okay. Things have happened. Things have happened, peeps. You know, I'm no longer a turtle. My turtle brethren, they've abandoned me. My brothers. I'm a pufferfish man now. Okay? I'm a pufferfish man now. Peeps, can we catch up with these noises in the ear? Thank you everyone for the bananas. Thank you for the lovely messages. This is the 7th year anniversary stream. Just 7 years ago today, uploaded the first video. You know, I'm not actually that big on like anniversary and milestone numbers. I mean, a number's just a number, right? Like, how many days is it? It's probably not like 1,000 days or lands on any specific number. But it's nice to have an occasion to do something a little bit different, right? And the reality is it's just going to be a live stream. So catching up with these noises in the ear, we have Annoying Sidekick resubscribing for 21 months in a row. Thank you so much for your support, buddy. James Drew 27 resubscribing for 30 months in a row. We have Vanha 21 resubscribing for 10 months in a row, saying congratulations on 7 year and a lot of luck for the coming years in YouTube. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Thusto is here, subscribing with the Prime for 4 months in a row. Thank you, Thusto. Manex Boy for 21 months in a row. Appreciate it, my friend. Pauliek1 is resubscribing for 2 months in a row, saying Ming Lee. The Cedric resubscribing for 10 months in a row, saying Bam. Well, thank you. Thank you all of you for the support. Mercurius, there's the first name that I butchered. It's terrible, jeez. I'm butchering the names now. Is resubscribing for 2 months in a row, saying Bananas, congratulations on 7 years. I've only been here for 3 or 4. Wow, that's amazing. But I haven't missed a video since then. Awesome, dude. Thank you for sticking around for those years. The J Red Baron is resubscribing for 5, saying, Hey X, happy anniversary. 7 years is a long time to maintain such great entertainment. Thank you for your lovely, kind message, buddy. It is a long time, but it's always changed. It's not been 7 years of one thing. It's always changed and evolved. That's the thing about running a channel. Quillian is resubscribing 4 months in a row, saying, Here he comes, the legend Istuma. Been here since 2013. Wow. Wow, my friend. That is 5 years. I had to do a little bit of math. Confession. You know, I had to do a little bit of math to figure that one out. Been here since 2013 and I'm still in love with your content. Keep going. Thank you. Appreciate it ever so much. Joel Kib is here, resubscribing for 35 months in a row, saying, I blame you for starting YouTube a month early. If you hadn't started in October, we would now have celebrated our combined 7 and 3 year anniversary. Just kidding. Congratulations to you, my man. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully I'll see you in a month for 3 years. We might be adding a 3-year badge soon. I don't know. I found out you can add lots more badges next to the faces, which is cool. Ollie95XZ is here, resubscribing for 26 months in a row, saying congratulations on 7 years of making YouTube videos. Thank you, Ollie, and thank you for always coming to the live stream, buddy. I appreciate your support very much. Scutstorm has subscribed with the Amazon Prime. Appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're enjoying it. Amazing Dave is here, doing cheers and throwing bits, saying, Oi, brother, here's some bits what fell off the back of a lorry. Cheers to you, Elf, another 7 years. Dave, thanks so much for your help with the numbers and statistics. Amazing Dave is the guy who made the statistics in the video all possible. Also, Toxic Vern is here, saying cheer to cheer, cheer, cheer. Congratulations on the 7 years, man. What a milestone this is. Been here for about 4 years, excited for so much more. Thank you for sticking around for the 4 years, man. Greatly appreciated. Thanks to everyone who's resubscribing, subscribing, and throwing bits at me. We need to pick up some Prismarine. I'm going to put the armor back on. I've got a job to do. We've got many jobs to do, and that is the Prismarine box that I would like to take with us. Because we are going to go work on the kelp tank a little bit. I'd like to finish that project. Maybe perhaps some stuff with... maybe not. I don't know. There's some stuff I want to do with the cactus farm, and I was just thinking, I'm not sure if we're ready to do with it. What can I do with all the Harmony owned gaming, says Baron. You know, I don't know, and I don't think I'll ever know. I'm hoping one day Streamlabs will add something really great where I'm like, hey, that's what I can use Harmony for. But as of right now, absolutely nothing, as Delta says in chat. Sig Jen has subscribed to Amazon Prime. Sig Jen, thank you so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the stream. We also have Zach Fedich subscribing with the Prime as well. Zach Fedich, thank you so much for your subscription. Appreciate it, buddy. Mr. I Love Cats, none other than the Cats man himself, is here with a donation saying, I would think you would grow wiser, but now you've become even more of a derp. Jeez. Anyway, happy birthday, dude. I'm very glad I found you in the interwebs. You've been an inspiration for me, especially with the guitar stuff. Proud of you. Cats, thank you so much for continuing to support me here, man. I appreciate it very much. It's been very nice knowing you, my friend. Thank you for all you do in our community. The Plot World, the Discord, the Let's Play Minecraft Together server. It is appreciated, my friend. And, oh, you made me feel a little bit emotional there, Cats. Making me feel man. I mean, I'm an emotional person, but I feel like I know how to manage my emotions, if that makes sense. You know, you might not think of me as such, because usually I'm in a pretty good mood, right? That's because like, I guess I treat myself like, I don't know, like, how to describe it? Lost for words now. I guess I'm kind of methodical with my own day-to-day and well-being and emotions. I kind of like figure out what makes me tick, and then keep myself on that path. Something like that. Hermada is here with a donation saying, I really love your style / content you are creating. Keep on with the great stuff. PS stream hype. That message had lines in it, and I've never seen different lines on a message before, and for some reason it made me want to bust into a rhyme. I really wanted that message to rhyme. I love your style, been here for a while, love what you're creating, don't go grating your face on a cheese grater. Oh, okay, that's terrible rhyming. Okay, I give up on my rhyming ambitions. Turns out I'm not very good at it. Speaking of rhymes though, Hermada, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate the support and the message as well, of course. So the pre-stream music, if you were around for it, 3/4 back-to-back songs. But before we get to that, Phenomen is in chat saying, hey X, let me be the one to say happy birthday this time. Congratulations on 7 years on YouTube. I still remember watching The Suma's World religiously back in the day. Appreciate it, Feno. Glad to have you here, man, and thank you for the happy birthday message. I guess we can call it that, an anniversary, a birthday, whatever you want it to be. Good to have you here. 4 songs that I played in the pre-stream were, let's concentrate a little bit here. They were my own beats mixed with vocal acapellas from famous rappers. Maybe some not as famous as others, but you know, rappers. And so with my YouTube video that I put out today, I released some of my old unlisted videos. I unleashed them. Some of the songs that I was making, and some of those were like rap instrumentals, and I thought I'd play the ones with the acapellas over the top of it. I so am not ready for this. I need my grindy job. I need to be able to waffle while I'm doing a task so simple that no one on earth could ever get it wrong. That's what I need. Now I don't think we need much raw glass, but I've noticed there's a couple of patches that have some missing, and we're building some new glass over here, so let's go ahead and use the rest of that perhaps. Okay, now somewhere on the opposite side there's a patch that's missing glass, so we're gonna go look for that, and that means I can concentrate on talking, you know, which I'm not very good at. So if you enjoyed those songs, I'm glad to hear it. I might play them occasionally, every now and then, a bit more often, just because I'd like people to hear them. You know, I was really, really enjoying what I was doing with the hip hop instrumentals before I didn't have the time to do it anymore. You know, so you can now hear some of that. You know, some of that. Humbly B says, I thought it was pretty cool. Thanks for the exclusive. Is that the pufferfish skin? Oh, do you mean the unreleased music? I don't know what the it is. Probably the thing we're talking about, right? So, FPSCS is here subscribing with the Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing. We also have Naya Stone subscribing with Amazon Prime as well. Thank you ever so much. Walkers Gaming is here, resubscribing for 3 months in a row, saying happy anniversary, X. Happy to have spent most of it following along with your derps. Walkers, thank you for sticking around all these years, man. Appreciate all that you do, and thank you for your resubscription here on on Twitch. One day we will meet again in a UHC, and you will kill me. I'm pretty sure. For those who don't know who Walkers is, he's the guy who kills everyone in UHC. I mean, I could throw some numbers out up here, but I'd probably get them wrong. Like kill streaks of like 50 players in Hunt the Hermit or something. I don't know. It was absolutely ridiculous. Good times, good memories, right? Let's not slip under there. Let's stand up. We have Unwoven Rainbow resubscribing for 29 months in a row, saying happy YouTube-iversary. I like that term, YouTube-iversary. Rainbow, thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. Nice to have you here. Looks like we've got lots of peeps here today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Those would be that type of block then, wouldn't they? We also got Mr. I Love Cats with another donation saying, that felt weird not having a sarcastic message. Do you mean a sarcastic response from me? I mean, we use a lot of sarcasm, don't we, here? And I'm terribly notorious. I'm pretty much understanding half the stuff people are saying to me. Oh, it be falling down, peeps. I'm not sure if I want that. Because it means I have to place more blocks. Jeez, we actually missed loads of glass over here. Well, okay, and then apparently that was the last of the missed glass. I mean, the timing couldn't have been any better. Couldn't have been any better than that, really, could it? Let's start placing in some of these. Oh, upside down, will ya? Some of these now. Cats, thank you so much for the donation. I didn't read the rest of the message. Good morning, X. How's the sun shining on you today? What's life brought upon you? Meow. Today has been a productive day of enjoyable video editing and recording and rendering, and yeah, just been productive. Got the next 2 episodes of Hermitcraft ready to go. One of those I've partially spoiled, but do you know, it looks like I've got creepy eyes and a big fluffy beard. Huh. And then it's like, boop, nope, there's the eyes. Oh, that's amazing. I feel like we need to sneak up on someone and show them the pufferfish, like in this stream. I was hoping to catch Scar on here, because I know Scar will crack up. He cracks up at Turtle Man. He's going to crack up at Pufferfish Man, or whatever we're calling this. Look, see, it's done a little bit, and then, oh no, it needs some more. From about here. X, do you like cats or dogs? I like all animals. I think animals are amazing, and I'd be hard-pressed to pick a favourite. I think they're all wonderful. Cats, thank you again for your donation. You got another one here, Cats. Calm down. I Love Cats is saying, by the way, the festival Pony and I were supposed to go to this weekend got cancelled. Oh, jeez, that sucks, man. I blame you. What? For me being this upset. If it wasn't for you, I'd never got into metal. I probably wouldn't be blaming myself. Isn't fun. It's all because of you. You know, there's a drop of poetry in there. There's a drop of poetry in there. I can feel it. You know, this the things that hurt the most are often because of all the joy that they bring you before, right? It's better to feel. It's better to feel, Cats. It's better to be into the metal and have a you know, a missed opportunity or whatever than to never have known it existed, right? That's the way I'd look at that. I'd look at that. You know, because there's going to be more festivals in the future, and also, yeah, totally sucks that it got cancelled. Sorry to hear that. You could have seen the legend, Mr. Ice Cube himself. I saw Ice Cube once. It was an amazing show. Amazing show. So we've got another noise in the ear. It's Maserati resubscribing for 16 months in a row. This is just going to be the noises in the ear reading message live stream, isn't it? Jeez, I can't keep up, peeps. Resubscribing for 16 months in a row saying, am I late? I'm late. Oh no. Hi everyone. By the way, Asuma, your kelp farm, can you make a tutorial on it, seeing as how I'm trying to build it on a server I play and keep up the great work? When it comes to making tutorials for contraptions, I need like the right kind of motivation in my mind to do them these days. Oh, in fact, I say these days, I was just more motivated, I think. It's not really the right sort of motivation. I get so much fun and joy out of making Hermitcraft episodes, not as much out of making tutorials. So I like to make them when, you know, when I'm in that mood, when I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to get this thing done. And I can't make any promises, unfortunately. However, if you watch the Hermitcraft videos, there should be enough in there to assemble this type of farm. I mean, I created it by watching what Nembon was doing, and I wasn't trying to copy it block for block, but I figured out the principles and then tested some things myself. I mean, geez, I'm not going to be able to keep up with these noises in the ear, peeps, but, you know, the machine itself is like a pretty simple shape, and the redstone to control it is really simple as well. So, you know, remember, you've always got access to creative mode to try stuff as well. But Maserati, thank you so much for the support. I'm going to have a sip of my mocha. Peeps, I've got a mocha today. I've got a mocha. Fango says, how you doing, Puffer Boy? Puffer Boy, I like it, it's good. Do you like Biggie Smalls, says Eon. Yes, I do like the notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Mr. Biggie Smalls. Let's, Fun story for you. Growing up, I was all about the 2-pack. And when my mind was not developed enough to basically not fall for BS, I believed that 2-pack was alive, and I was into all these conspiracy theories about 2-pack that you could find on the internet. Later on, I kind of realised, oh yeah, this is kind of like, you know, a load of horse. But yes, because I really like 2-pack, I sort of brought into the whole Biggie or 2-pack thing, and so I never listened to Biggie until someone I worked with was like, you should be listening to Mr. B.I.G., and I was like, I'll give it a go. And I listened to it a bit then, and I liked it, it was good. But then recently, like literally the last couple of years, I decided to listen to, is it Life After Death? And even more recently, the one that came after that, the Prometheus, I don't know how to say that word, records. And now I'm totally like, yeah, this guy is great. Like, how did I not find this sooner? 2-pack went home to Mars, says Beast Attack. And now that's a theory I ain't heard. Ah yes, good old 2-pack, aka double pack, aka twin pack. Let's go over here. Dual pack, jeez. Elvis is alive too, says Safarev. Yeah, Elvis is alive, and 2-pack, they're hanging out. They're hanging out with Hendrix and some other famous musicians. I don't know. And Scar logged in. We can fulfill my idea for this stream, which was to show Scar my new skin. Right, let's try and catch up with some of these noises in the ear. We have... My goodness me, I'm far behind. Blurp is here for the nation, saying, wow, didn't think it was 7 years ago since I started watching you. I remember when you started Asuma's World Series. I still remember you building the tree the size of the moon. Keep up the good work. Blurp, thank you so much for sticking around all these years, man. It's an amazing journey, isn't it? He's responded. Is he going to tell us where he is? He's probably suspecting some sort of shenanigans are about to happen. I assure you, Scar, there's no shenanigans. I don't think Scar's watching. But Blurb, thank you so much for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Josione is here, throwing bits of me, doing cheers. Just saying cheers. Well, Josione, always thank you for the support. Viralol is resubscribing 15 months in a row, saying just started watching the Hermitcraft series all over again. Pretty entertaining, but astonishing how much you're able to improve the videos. Can't imagine what it'll be 7 years from now. Keep up the derps, X. Aha, right, we know where Scar is, so we're going to head there. Thera, thank you for the support, the 15 months, greatly appreciated. What I will say is, I feel like, you know, the level of improvement, it's like a, how you describe the curve, right? Like there's lots to be learned in the beginning, and then over time it's more like a refinement. If I was still doing this 7 years from now, I don't think I would have progressed that much further. I'd just be very comfortable and natural at doing this, you know, because there's a lot to learn when you start, and then a couple of years in there's still stuff to learn, and then a few more years after that there's a little less to learn, and you know how it is. It makes sense, right? Doesn't it? Okay, Scar's gonna love this. See, he loves it. He loves it. I hope he's recording, because Scar, I know Scar, that will crack Scar up. I love this skin. This skin is amazing. Oh, look at the side. Yeah, I've even got the little bits around the edge as well. If I go into this view though, you can see they're not quite on the side edges, although the pufferfish doesn't really have them there either. Adios! Adios! I had to show Scar. Oh, jeez! I need to get into the air. Bam! There we go. There we go. It's because I'm streaming, man. If I weren't streaming, it'd be rocket straight into the sky. Right, can we get through more of these noises in the air? I'll tell you what, for the last like 1 minute of the stream, I'll have caught up at this rate. Jeez, y'all peeps are crazy. Imprinted Magic is here subscribing. Imprinted Magic, thank you for subscribing. Your support is appreciated, and I hope you enjoy the stream today. Ooh. There we go, settling down. Why did I go into F5? There was no need for that. Right, let's grab lots and lots of prismarine blocks and lots of stairs, so we don't run out and have to keep coming back here. But I'm probably going to run out and keep coming back here, so it is what it is. We've learned that we need more glass and that we need more dye, and we just so happen to have this stuff right here. I will take as much as I can get. Nice, neat and orderly inventory. That's what I like to see. Alright, so catching up. We have James Drew 27 with a donation saying, wow, how time flies. Feels like just yesterday we were doing the 5-year stream, walking through past worlds. Keep making content and we'll keep watching. I forgot that we did that. I was trying to think of some more special things that we could do, and I didn't really think of too much. You know, I don't put that kind of like pressure on myself anymore. Like, I must come up with this thing and that thing. I'm trying to just be casual and enjoy it, you know, because I can easily just like overthink stuff, you know. But if I'd have thought about it, maybe I could have fished out some old test worlds or something like that. I tell you what I did find when I was making the video with all the stats. I had to browse through a lot of old videos and stuff, and I did a search for something, and then I found a whole bunch of like unlisted videos that I'd forgotten about. They're like temporary uploads or bonus videos that were attached to other videos. So in all the stats and numbers, those ones weren't actually included. And some of them included entire series that I actually stopped recording and then removed from my channel. So back when I started making, I think I'd started Asuma's World, the Let's Play, I then started doing some of these playthrough ones like Super Hostile. And they probably weren't that good, right? And I played 2 maps, one called Twisted Logic and the other one was called Vinyl Fantasy, and I wasn't going to finish them. They were too tough for me or something along those lines. And so I just kind of like left them unfinished, and people would message or comment, you know, like, oh, when are you going to finish that series? And then I decided, well, I didn't want people watching it if they were, you know, going to be left with an unfinished series, so I unlisted them. And so in theory, I've actually made more videos and there's more stuff out there, but hey, that's a little tidbit for you. We've made a dolphin friend. Hello, Mr. Dolphin Friend. Please don't give me dolphins, Grace. I actually do not want it, because it makes building kind of awkward. Evil X stream, says Adam Vorg. I could not pull that off. Talking Evil X voice for an entire stream drives me crazy. Although I must say, the voice has changed over time. It started as an Australian accent, then it sort of turned more into my voice but with effects. And then along the way, this sort of dumb voice sort of came into it, where I talk half funny. And that's the hard one to do, is the sort of half-wit voice. Stairs are one too high, says Weird Guillaume. Over here they might have been. Oh yeah, well spotted. That is one too high, so we'll get rid of that. Now when did they start becoming one too high? Just here? Probably just there. Okay, that's taken care of. Thank you for spotting that out. We got Metamorphic Mike here with a donation saying, happy YouTubeversary. Are you going to go and poison a few hermits in your new costume? Cheer, 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 cheer. I am not. However, I realised after making one of the next episodes that I can't remember if I actually got Scar or not. So I may need to go and get Scar at some point. Because I think Scar might be the one hermit who evaded the pufferfish pranking. But hey, it just means more reason to have fun, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. That is the way that I'm looking at it. We can get rid of this conduit beacon thing, and I can have that back, which is pretty cool. Because, you know, it doesn't need to sit out here doing nothing. Once I'm done in this area, which we'll be done with today when we finish this tank, it won't need to be there anymore. There's also another one like wedged halfway into this build over here. Now I said that there was some glass missing. Here it is. Bam, there you go. I guess we can start doing this as well, right? Alright, so can we catch up? Metamorphic Mike, thank you so much for the donation. I'm going to have a slurp of my drink. Toby Holland is here, resubscribed for 2 months in a row, saying resub for 2 months, subscribe to Asuma. Thank you, Toby, I appreciate it. Gurim, 2K is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you, Gurim, for your subscription, buddy. Delicious mocha. Sig Jen is here with a donation saying happy 7 years keeps the kelps floating. P.S. Oh, that one scrolled down. Love your musical taste. I'm into Norwegian black metal, etc. myself. Yeah, that's some of my favourite music right there, the old Norwegian black metal. No one does it like Norway, that's what I say. Although, to be fair, in all the years that have passed since its glory days, there's been some pretty awesome stuff happening with black metal music. If you haven't heard of the band Orasani Pazuzu, highly recommend them. Just thought I'd throw out a band for you. You know, why not? Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it ever so much. Dear Shemi is here with a donation as well, saying happy for 7 years. May it be at least 7 more. I'll tell you, if you're still paying attention to this derp in 7 years, you know, I got no advice for you. I don't even know how to finish that sentence. You know, that's just whew, mind blown. Dear Shemi, thank you so much, appreciate it. Sass9602 is here, resubscribing for 11 months in a row, saying happy 7-year anniversary on YouTube. Thanks for all the advice you give. 000, almost a gold face. Time to figure out something smart to say for next time, says Sass. When you got an idea, write it down. You know, write it down. I should have been doing that for this stream, you know. Thought of some interesting tidbits. Going through all the old videos reminded me of all the different people I like crossed paths with on YouTube as well, which was kind of cool. And there may have been some like interesting stories there, but I didn't really, you know, have the time to prep. Thank you so much again. I cannot keep up. I'm falling further and further behind. So currently we are 12 minutes behind. To the peeps that want, you know, their chat messages read out, I'm really sorry, but I cannot keep up. Spangleboo's here with a donation saying congratulations, X. You have worked hard for 7 years. Thank you for collecting such a great bunch of people in your community. Also, I think you are confused. Walkers isn't a killer. He's a harmless little chicken. Just throw him some seeds and give him a pat. Yep, that's old Walkers. When you see him in the UHC, peeps, you know, Walker's advice here, just pat him on the head. Nothing bad will come of it. Give him your seeds, you know. Spangle, appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. I hope you enjoy today's stream. And thanks for being a part of the community, of course. You yourself are one of those people. SNGB is here with a donation, and I probably butchered your name, so I apologise if I did. I apologise profusely. Isn't that what they say, profusely? Congratulations on 7 years. Been watching since Hermitcraft Season 1. I'm loving Season 6 so far. Keep up the good work, my friend. SNGB, thank you so much for the lovely message. I'm glad you've been around for all this time. Speaking of Season 6, you know, but pretty much every season of Hermitcraft, I'm like, wow, this is the best season of Hermitcraft ever. That's because, you know, playing on here is just wonderful. But yeah, this so far, this like start, this momentum, this season's really, you know, it's really coming along great, and I want to do my very best to make sure it keeps going on that way, not just for myself but for all of the hermits. I've got some really cool community projects and bigger group stuff kind of lined up in my mind that I want to make happen this season. One of those things, we've got to do like 100 wither fight, like bigger than any wither fight we've done before. Me and Tango are going to be working on that, and then I've got a couple of other ideas as well, so it's going to be a treat this season. We've got Mr. I Love Cats here, doing a cheer, throwing bits, saying, because the festival is cancelled, I'm now going to a gig by Starset. Not my favourite, but Pony likes them a lot. Pony likes Starset? That doesn't sound like Pony. I don't think I've ever heard her mention that band before, jeez. And to a gig, a small blues band with lost profit. Every cancellation gets new opportunities. Exactly, I like the attitude. Speaking of which, I need to finish packing. I'm leaving soon to the airport. Cats, do you know why they cancelled it? Because like cancelling a festival is a pretty big deal, actually. You know, as you know, people make plans when festivals come around. Like it's no light thing to cancel a show. Well, more so a festival. I mean, I had tickets to Fever Ray and that got cancelled, which I ain't gonna moan about. Like she has her reasons. That's fine. It's fine with me. Novio Magus is here subscribing, and Swift Vengeance. Single 0703 subscribing. I don't know why I thought that was a 00. I don't know why. Okay, so we got two of these conduits to remove, and then we need some more glass, of which I've probably got enough. We can probably take care of this one here. Let's do it. Let's rip this sucker out while there's that drowned on my back, right? Michael Larp is here, not subscribing, donating. Thank you so much for your donation, buddy. Saying, congratulations on this grand milestone. You have brought many hours of joy and laughter to my life. Keep being you. Keep being awesome, and thanks. Thank you for the lovely message, buddy. I'm glad you get joy and laughter, as you put it, out of what we do here. On the Twitch and the YouTube, of course, we're celebrating the YouTube. I don't even know what my Twitch anniversary is, actually. Oh, actually, I think I do know. It's whenever May School resubscribes, that's when I got my partnership. You know, that sort of signifies the date, right? So I guess then if May School resubscribes for like 4 years, then that'll be 4 years on Twitch. Let's remember that. Let's remember that for next time May School resubscribes. Also, Skywatch _ is resubscribing for 2 months in a row. Thank you, Skywatch. Clancy Fire is here subscribing with Prime, and Silver Dust has subscribed as well. Thank you everyone for your subscriptions, your support. It is greatly appreciated. I now realise that I'm drowning. It's time to go to the surface and drink some mocha, my friends. That is what it's time to do. Rusty Key is here doing cheers and throwing bits, saying yeet yeet banana skeet. Congratulations on 7 years, X. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. I have rambled so much that this hot cup of mocha is no longer hot. I'm slightly disappointed. The Unbreakable Bedrock says, the music on the background though, we're listening to the new C418 album. So you know. Just so you're in the know. Another JT says, found that Scar evaded the pufferfish in his episode 9 about 140. He found the dead pufferfish. That is true. I thought I went and put out another one though, right? Like, I would get him again, or, well, I never got him to begin with, but I thought I went and put another one out, but I can't remember where it was or if it even got him. So I'm starting to think, oh, I never got the conduit. I'm starting to think that no such thing happened, you know. Can we actually mine? No, we can actually mine it. Okay, that's, well, now we've got to go back up here. Now we've got to go back up here. If you look at the way it's all open, I think I might be smart just to leave it open. Oh, it's so difficult to see down here. Let's go grab a sea lantern. And a door. A sea lantern and a door, that's what I need in my life. So, Skylar is here with a donation saying, I started off watching King Daddy D-Mac back in 2011 on his Let's Play Minecraft when he got invited to Hermitcraft Season 1 with Jenny B. From there, that's when I started watching Q-Board's videos. Just wanted to say thanks for the good times. Yeah, dude, thank you so much for the donation, and no problem at all, man. That's crazy old school, Mr. King Daddy D-Mac, and all the peeps back on the original. Original? I guess it's still the same Hermitcraft, but you know what I mean. First season. That's old school times, man. Thank you for sticking around. Oh, I didn't get a door. Let's go back and get a door. Or something to help me breathe. Actually, I think I might have trouble placing a door above a sea lantern, so I think we'll grab a fence gate. And Emily Lily 559 has subscribed to Amazon Prime. Thank you, appreciate it ever so much. Although I got the name wrong, probably, I think we can say that one is fair. It's a bit of a crazy name right there. We also got Mr. Katz gifting a sub to Dear Shemmy for 2 months in a row. Katz, Dear Shemmy, thank you so much for the continued support. It is appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the stream today. Let's go put that there. Put this here. Can I breathe? That is the question that I am asking. Now I can breathe. Yay. Celebrate. The Doc Potter is here for the nation, saying, hey, X, been a big fan of your YouTube for a year. Not 7, unfortunately. Been a lurker, though. This is a great occasion to show my support. Your videos are great. Keep it awesome. Happy 7 years. The Doc Potter, thank you so much for the support. It's appreciated. And, yeah, I hope you continue to enjoy what we do. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure. Still enjoying this whole YouTube adventure. It's much, much fun. We got Mr. Viskman here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Mr. Viskman, thank you for your subscription as I slowly drown here. Thank you for using the Prime. Project Misha is also using the Prime, so thank you for subscribing. Gaza 384, like the processor. Is that it? Or it's 486? No, it's 386 486. Ignore X. I'm just being a goof. Cheer. Happy 7-year anniversary. Thank you so much for the bits, buddy. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's live stream. We got Blossom Warrior 1 subscribing with Tier 1. We have Jolkit with a donation saying, what was the name of that black metal band? Can I find them on your music blog? Yes, you can find them on my music blog. It's Orasani Pazuzu. So if you do Pazuzu, I think it's P-A-Z-Z-U-Z-U. That's the word that I could possibly spell for you. And the records that I give a high rating, it's got a song on it. It's got a song on it that's 17 minutes long, and I absolutely love every second of it. It's got this absolutely menacing, dark bass line that prowls around the whole song, and like the sounds, the aesthetics, it's like psychedelic madness just going crazy. And like it has its like moment with big riffs, and then it has this like big quiet section where it calms the atmosphere down in the middle, and then when it comes back, it's got these like just these ungodly wailing voices that sound like some sort of demonic beast in pain coming through the riff. It's so crazy and trippy. I love it. Love that song. It's 17 minutes long, I think. You can listen to it on Bandcamp, that I do remember. Yeah, I always go back to that song on that record. It's so cool. Psychedelic black metal is basically what it is. And Ollie95's posted the name in chat for you. So Pazuzu with two Z's and 2 U's. The slurp is real. Jolkip, thank you so much for the donation. I hope you enjoy the music. Kazfu, none other than Kazfu, is here resubscribing for 38 months in a row. Kazfu, glad to have you here today. Glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy what we're getting up to, working on the tank. We've almost finished this side of the tank. Now I know some of you are thinking the kelp farm's been here for ages, like this project ain't too exciting. I say it pretty much every time I stream. This is what live streams are for, catching up on all the little bits and doing some grindy stuff. I find it difficult to do new things and focus my brain power. You know, I did plan on doing some live streams where I work on my redstone game for the season later on, but that probably won't go down very well. I mean, it'll be a very different atmosphere. What I might do is do like a soft announce. So I'll just put it up on Twitch. I won't put it on YouTube, and maybe just stream to a smaller audience and see if we can do Redstone together, because Redstone's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of thinking, and you can't do that when you're talking. As you know, you watch my streams, you see the foolish things that I do. It's because I'm talking all the time, okay? That's what's happening. Gurim2K is here with a donation saying, read this in your boring voice. Okay. I'm glad I found your videos a long time ago. You and the Hermits have been very entertaining to me over the years. Congratulations on 7 years. You know, I get these comments from time to time, like, oh, you used to sound so depressed and boring, and like, here's the thing, like, until you sit down and like record yourself talking day after day for years, a lot of people won't realize it, but that's just sort of how you sound when you first come to talking. Maybe actually not so much with younger people today, because like, you know, you're in the generation of these hype YouTubers that do daily vlogging. You know, you get used to seeing these people talk crazy energy. But yeah, more often than not, people sit down and record, and it will sound quite similar. That's your level normal talking voice. It takes some time. Did we get both conduits? We did. That's fantastic. It takes some time to like kind of like develop the enthusiasm in your voice. Jolkip says, sorry, Mr. X, I have to go now to listen to some black metal tunes. We'll turn in later to report back to you. I understand the need to go and listen to black metal. It happens to me quite often. I'm like, I need some darkness and strange screaming in my life, you know. I understand completely. There was somewhere down here where I just needed to like place 1 or 2 of these blocks. I'm probably never going to find it. I don't even care. It's all good in the hood over here. Actually, it's probably closer to that area. Amazing Dave says, hey Asuma, have you had any chance to check out the emotes I sent you? I did check them out. They're not quite what I'm looking for though, buddy. And I've also hired an artist to make some for me. So that's in the works. We'll have some new emotes soon. I'm actually going to have to replace some old ones because I think I've got 3 slots free. I thought I had more. And yeah, 3 slots free. So we're going to remove 2 old ones that hardly get used. I think there's like an apple with eats or something like that. Surprise Cholper says, black metal? That's racist! I've never heard that one before. And I don't know how I've never heard that before. You know? There's unblack metal. Sometimes referred to as white metal. Sometimes. Mr. Katz. Oh, Gurim, thank you so much for the donation. Mr. Katz is here with the bits. Saying, the place was supposed to be in got flooded and was a real danger to the fans, staff and performers. I understand why, but it's still stuck. But I still found a lot of bands I really like now, so that's good as well. Exactly, look on the bright side of life. Also, getting flooded, pretty good reason to cancel a festival, you know? You know? I heard that swim pits ain't all that, let's say. Actually, now I really want to know what it'd be like to go to a concert in a swimming pool. That's not something most people think about, but it's something I just thought about, and now I think it has to be done. Someone somewhere has got to make... We got to make it happen, peeps. Think about it. It would just be so strange and yet wonderful. What's your skin? Is that a 7K celebration thing, says Eliad. It's actually a derp thing. I was supposed to take the skin off and I forgot. Okay, this skin was for other reasons and purposes. But anyway, it is what it is. Cats, thank you for the bits. As always, Family Craft is here. Subscribe with the Amazon Prime. Family Craft, thank you for your continued support. Dear Shemi is here with the nation saying, Asuma, I'm still watching, waiting for you to visit Norway. When you'll get here, you'll see everything we're good for, not just music. Oh, believe me, I know all about the fjords and the beautiful landscapes and places and mountains and all of that. The beautiful, because Norway treats nature wonderfully. They've got just lots of like a little bit of hole there. They've got lots of schemes for like nature preservation. They treat their environment really well. So I'm trying to think how we're going to do this, and I think I know. I think we're going to follow the line set down by the leaves, and we've got to place them in a particular way so that we don't accidentally create water source blocks in the wrong place. And I think just doing this to begin with is a good start. But that has to go because of flying machine. Oh, how close? No, it doesn't actually come that close to this, does it? So I'm going to leave those leaves there. And those leaves are fine. I think there might be some more... Or does it go all the way down to the end? I think the leaves go all the way down to the end now, actually. Okay, so there really isn't that much more, unless I want to get crazy with the neatness of the aesthetics. All I want to do is finish this bit right here, you know. Okay, let's catch up. Dia, thank you so much for the for the donation. I appreciate it ever so much. By the way, we're 12 minutes behind. Man, can we catch up? Amy Kitty has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Beasts87 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. And Silent Bones has subscribed as well. Thank you so much to all three for the support. Mr. Huckle is here with a donation, saying, hello there, Mr. X. Here's my anniversary present. Maybe you can answer a question. I'd be curious what info you have about your viewer demographics, age, gender, and maybe countries with the most viewers and how it may have changed in 7 years. Huckle, thank you, of course, for the donation. I appreciate the support. I can answer some of these questions for you. They may be slightly inaccurate based on my memory of such things. So, I believe my demographic is like 90 to 10. Do I want those popping off? They're pretty much, it's pretty much going to happen. Let's just get this done, you know. They're going to pop off. Yeah, it's pretty much 90% male, 10% female. That's actually crept up over time. It was, I think years ago, it was more like 5%. So that's crept up. Ah, yeah, okay. Why didn't it flow in from that side before? I'm not sure. Then when it comes to age, it's mostly young adults. It's like 18 to 35 is the most popular demographic that I have. And I think that side of the audience very much shows themselves on these streams and the places where the community is a little bit quieter, and the younger side is much more vocal in the comments on videos and whatnot. Oh, I see what's going on here. Right, so we just got to develop a little bit of a rhythm, I think. So as for locations, it's pretty much what you would expect. America, Canada, and England. But the other one that's really well represented is the Netherlands. And this is just the thing. I think it's quite similar on everyone's channel. I think in the Netherlands they just have a really connected youth or whatever. I'm not sure. But the Netherlands are like way more represented online in terms of viewership compared to the population of the country. There's a lot more people on average using the internet in the Netherlands, it seems. Netherlands represent, says the Nidden. Joe there, Netherlands in capital letters. Go on then. If you're from the Netherlands, post it in caps. I'll let you off. Heatherlands, says Claudius. That's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. Hopefully that answers your questions, Mr. Huckle. I appreciate your support as always, buddy. I hope you've been enjoying the shift in topics recently. I have been doing some more conversational streams again. I actually really do enjoy it. I think I just sometimes get a little bit weighed down. What I don't like, I'm very aware when we get to the conversational stuff that I'm sort of like one person with one narrative. I can pick out comments, I can pick people disagreeing with me, but like these videos about like flat Earth and stuff, you know, it's one person talking. There's no one fact checking them. There's no one sort of on their side, you know, reminding me of this or that. And so I guess I get a little bit conscious of the fact that it's very easy to talk a bit of nonsense every now and then, even when you're trying to be, Jake, this is not working. There we go. Even when you're trying to be, truthful and honest or express things to the best of your knowledge, it's not as easy as it sounds. And we as people are far more ignorant than we realise to a lot of stuff. And even when you're aware that you're far more ignorant, it doesn't really cure you of that ignorance. And so every now and then I get a little bit weighed down. Like sometimes I don't really like all the stuff that I talked about. I think like, maybe I kind of like stretched that a bit, started talking about stuff that maybe I didn't really know what I was talking about. Because at the end of the day, I ain't like educated, I ain't got a degree in anything, but I do spend a lot of time listening to podcasts, watching informational videos on YouTube. And is that a proper way of learning? Am I properly absorbing that information? I don't know. And the nature of information is rather tricky as well. So, yeah, I guess I'm aware that I've got a voice and got to be using it right, Got to be using it right. Eagle Fam is here with a donation saying 7 years, ? Congratulations. Eagle Fam, thank you so much. I found you. First of all, thank you so much for the donation and support. As always, of course, I found you on the server today. Now you're probably thinking, what? But I was... Not today, was it yesterday? Oh, goodness me. No, it was today. It was today. Okay. Also, let's make sure... Jeez, I almost did this wrong. So I found you on the server today, I was flying back from a project that I've been working on, and I found this thing in the middle of a jungle biome, and then I was like, oh, this is Impulse's Patreon monument. And so I sat down and looked at some of the different names, and I saw yours there, and there was an arm stand. It was cool. I'm sure you know. I'm sure it's not news to you. Barry Gold in chat says, sometimes your YouTube videos are pretty good for learning. My chemistry teacher uploads videos and goes into more depth on the YouTube channel she has. If you're referring to my chemistry Minecraft video, I in no way have any proper knowledge of chemistry. It was all just reciting stuff from the game, from the video. Sorry, the video, the handbook that came with it, you know. No, this bit here is going to be different. That's going to be a pillar. Oh my goodness me, I need to breathe again. Yeah, Eagle fan, thank you so much for the nation. I appreciate it. We're catching up with the noises in the air. Can barely believe it. Let's do this, peeps. Let's do this. Cooking83 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for using the Prime subscription on me. And so has Tennis Twig. Thank you again. We also have YOLO538 and Renegade Highlander subscribing. Thank you ever so much. That means that we are all caught up on noises in the air. It only took us 51 minutes, my friend. Goodness me. Goodness me, 51 minutes. You got to be kidding me. Is that how long it takes to get caught up? I'm a terrible streamer, basically. And no, I'm not caught up yet. Jeez. There's one more to go. There's one more to go. It's Mr. Katz. I Love Katz is here. So why am I reading that funny? with some bits saying, who's to say what's the proper way to learn anything? Every method is different and works for different people. Educated isn't only people who went to university or college. There is definitely, without a doubt, a degree of truth in what you're saying there, Katz, and I think maybe some of that degree of truth is applicable to me. One thing I think about this often, though, you can think about it yourself if you want to. I don't know what y'all think of this, but I think of that. I think, like, you know, there's this establishment, right, of education and who are the experts and who has the authority. But without a central system of that, I don't think we can get very far. Like, it'd be all right to undermine the fact that the experts, you know, went to college and are educated that way or whatever. But I don't think we'd get very far without actually having a system to do that. So if ever that system is imperfect, I think it is still necessary. And that's not entirely related to what you said in your message, but it's somewhat linked. Bertholio is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Mr. Katz has gifted a sub to Tej Pat JP. I probably butchered your name. Authority is an illusion, says Indiana Jones. I could agree with that. There's a quote that I like, but I'm not going to remember it, am I? You are your own authority or something. Oh, there's... Damn it, I can't remember. It's one of the guys in Crass has this quote about authority that I really liked. You know, I find it really interesting to think and take on ideas like questioning authority and whatnot, but I'm not like a rebel. It's not like I'm going to do that and then go, screw authority or anything. Like, there are clearly benefits to having a system with these structures in place, although sometimes you end up on the wrong end of that stick, I guess. I feel like those leaves there are kind of ugly. I think they might stay though. Actually, I think what I might do is turn this bit here into... I am running out of air again. I go down here, I hardly do anything. I run out of air. I keep running out of the air. Jeez. Right, let's do that. We'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. I can't keep up these noises. Katz, Bertholio, thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. We have Alexandria here doing a cheer, throwing bits of me. Alexandria, I probably butchered your name, but I gave it my best shot. So thank you ever so much for those bits. De Weber is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. De Weber, thank you for the Prime subscription. And Super Etanoid, or Eaton01, is here with a donation saying, hey X, been watching you since season 2 and I was really surprised that almost 5 years and all the videos that I requisitioned. Requisitioned? Doesn't that mean like reclaimed, acquired? Thank you for an amazing 7 years of content. Hope you can do this for many more years. Greetings from the level. And thank you ever so much for your support, buddy. It's appreciated. I'll be here for more years, that is for sure. 7 years? I don't know. But I take it one day at a time. And I still very much love what we're doing here. I think this block... is, yeah, close to that block. It's close to that block. I think I might just fill in the bottom of this like so. Alright, we placed 3 more blocks. Wonderful. Let's go back up here. We also got Abdurji. Abdurji, I probably butchered your name. I apologise, but thank you so much for your donation, saying I just needed to say that you are not caught up with the noises. Well, I am now. Also, any thoughts on Magic Sword? Not exactly metal, just thought they had an interesting sound to them. I have not heard Magic Sword, my friend. I would be interested in checking out pretty much any music that someone thinks I'd be interested in checking out. So, if you want to tweet Metal Sword at me, I'll check it out after the live stream. When I say after the live stream, what I mean is sometime in the future. Because I won't have much time after today's live stream at all. But thank you so much for your donation, buddy. I am now actually not caught up with noises anymore. Jeez. So yeah, thank you. Hamstat85 is here doing cheers and throwing bits, saying I was in a meeting and missed the first hour of the stream. Sorry. Happy anniversary. Here's to 7 more. Well, I hope your meeting went well. Thank you for the bits and the cheers. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed today's live stream, my friend. Oh, there we go. Is there more leaf blocks to be destroyed? There is. We're going to have to get to them somehow. Oh, doing it from in here is probably going to be a lot easier, isn't it? Except those were supposed to be glass. Well done. Well done. Messing it all up, am I? I think what I started doing was putting these blocks around where the pipe was on the other side. Let's check out that theory. So we've got Winnie T. Ford here, resubscribing for 6 months in a row with Amazon Prime, saying it's been a quick 6 months. It has indeed. Time flies, as they say. Winnie T. Ford, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the rest of the live stream. Let's eat. Let's get some air. Derp alert, says Velvian. Derp alert? I haven't done another derp. Remember, we've got a capacity of 7 derps this stream. You know, you might want to be careful asking for those derps, because I don't know what happens when we reach 7. You know, I don't know at all. Oh, jeez! And we're caught up on noises in here. I don't know what to do! Peeps, I don't know what to do! Joel Kip says, okay, I'm listening. That 17-minute song is truly epic. It reminded me of Sunno or Earth in parts. Really good. Definitely got hints of those bands, hasn't it? Yeah, definitely truly epic. I loved it. Joel Kip, I imagine you're like me. Like, you're so attuned to that kind of music that you can get songs like that first time round. Because it's a pretty tough song. I mean, pretty dark and nasty. Well, what am I talking about? You love that kind of stuff. Oh, and I love it too. Right. Taking damages. All the damages. And we're almost out of glass. Okay, so we need a teeny tiny bit more glass for those leaf blocks. But that's so much better. I think what we might also want to do... Well, there isn't really any need. I was going to add some stair blocks around the back, but I think we'll call it that and move on to something else, you know. Shadow Slam says, if we're talking about very famous illusions, how about money? It's only valuable because we say it's valuable. I mean, like, the value you have is because people believe it has value. If everyone believes it has value, then it does. But when no one believes it has value, it's, you know, good for burning, keeping you warm, I guess. There's a story. I don't know. I really don't know the details of this one. It's just like a vague memory. But I think someone either had a load of their own money or robbed it and crashed a plane in a very cold forest, and in order to survive they actually burnt the money that they stole because it was no longer valuable to them when it was life or death, and so they burnt most of it. and I think it's like a mystery. I think they, like, whoever burnt it kind of lived and no one knows where the money is or something like that. Or maybe I'm getting like several things mixed together in my head. Arxes66 is here doing cheers throwing bits, saying happy 7-year anniversary. I started watching it at the end of season 4, and I was instantly hooked. Cheers from Australia, mate. Well, thank you for watching all these years. I appreciate it. Glad to have you around, and thank you for the bits. Appreciating the support. Lee Chickpaw is here with a donation saying, ouch, my eyes, where is the eye break? Oh, goodness me, it's time for an eye break, my friends. What are you doing right now? You looking? Don't look at this ugly pufferfish face. Jeez, you need to look away right now. If you're staring at an iPad, staring at a phone, a screen, give your eyes a rest. We've been streaming for an hour. That means that it's time to rest thy eyes and let them look off into the distance and have a rest, my friends. Those doctors! It's those doctors, I tell you. There's a conspiracy to make people's eyes better and healthier. That's what it is. I'm going to slurp. I'm going to slurp while I look away. Oh, it's cold, but it's still tasty. Goodness me. Lee Chickball, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. I appreciate the eye break reminder. That was some good slurping right there. That was some good slurping and a little bit of water. A little bit of water. Sir Grumples is here. Resubscribe. Just subscribing, actually. Well, thank you ever so much for your subscription. And welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy the live stream. Why am I talking like this? Jeez. Have some kelp for the smelt. I will take that block. So we just got a little bit of glass left to do, and then we can say see you later. Adios to this project. I do think we need to spawn proof a little bit. Let's go. Let's do some of this. You know, some of this, some of that. Betty Baghdadi says X. One of the new emotes should be eye break. You know, I thought of that, but I couldn't really I didn't think it would. I couldn't really think of anything that would look good for like an eye break emote. So I didn't request one, that's for sure. Oh, one more. Just one more. Excuse me, it's always one. We are caught up on noises in the ear again. Hashtag professional streamer. Mr. Peck says, talking about money, what do you think about Sweden abolishing cash sometime? I mean, I haven't heard that idea at all before. I mean, abolishing money, it doesn't feel like it's on the horizon. It doesn't feel like there's much in the way of that becoming, like, everything of course starts perhaps with a discussion, but that feels like not even close. Like, that's just sounds really, it's like I don't know, flying driverless cars is just really out there, but driverless cars, that's like happening right now and in the next few years. It just sounds really out there, and I've never heard anyone talk about that. To abolish money is to abolish international trade, says Manzarati. Well, one of the first things that popped into my head is, well, the establishment's going to have the cash, right? Because it's got to trade with other countries, so can't eliminate it until everyone does globally. Knights Imatic is here with a donation saying, enjoy your streams. Proud lurker. Your videos gave me many hours of YouTube. It gave you many hours of YouTube. Thanks, enjoy 6 wombos. I don't even know what wombos are, but I'm enjoying 6 of them. Oh, I know what, okay, wombos are like pounds. Gotcha, wombos. That's awesome. Thank you, Nightomatic. Appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream today. Let me go check my list, because we've got a little bit of glass. And then, yeah, we're going to go do some building now. We're going to do a little bit of, I don't know what we're going to do, because we've got some creative jobs on the list. Can you believe it? A creative job. I think we want like literally one more die, and then we'll be good. So let's break down some of that. So we can do that, and then this. There we go. Just one, thank you. Those are some strange noises. I agree. Those are some strange noises. Congratulations on your 7 years, Asuma, says Oman. Thank you, appreciate it. I've been looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to this stream. I like that it was the one after the Hermitcraft live stream day as well. It feels like 2 big streams in a row. It's cool. Okay, so it's a little bit dark. That might make this tricky. But it's not really. Oh, okay, so I didn't place that block there. That's fine. Oh, placed it in the wrong spot. Ugh, it's making me jump. There we go. 1, 2. Did I do the other side right? Yeah, no, 1, 2. And we got more noises in the ear, peeps. Ancient Pug Joe has resubscribed for 13 months in a row. Thank you, Ancient Pug Joe. It's appreciated. Hope you're enjoying today's live stream. Hope you're enjoying it, buddy. We also got Ethan Walls subscribing with Amazon Prime as well. Ethan Walls, thank you for your Prime subscription. Hope you enjoy the live stream. And then we got Nightingmatic with another donation, saying 8 Wombos wanted to join in. Have fun. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much for the Wombos. I've got to say, for a currency name, that's a pretty cool currency name right there, the old Wombo. It reminds me of Mario and Mumbo combined together, though. Which, if it were Mario, it would be Mumbo. Or Mariabo. So Wombo is like Wario, who I believe is not Mario's friend. But I'm not a Mario expert, okay? Right, let's chuck these blocks in here. We don't need them right now. We can put those in there. Oh, there's no room for it. What is that about? There used to be room in here for that. Well, ow, jeez. Now getting attacked by a pesky drowny fella. Let's get these boxes put safely away before something comes along and blows it up. I've had some incidences with creepers recently that have been rather alarming. Alright, so boopity boop, boopity boop, doop 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 doop. Yes, all back to normal. Sweet. Silk touch that. I want to repair my silk touch pick as well. Let's grab a rocket, fly off to the side. Nightingmatic has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Nightingmatic, thank you for your wombos. Thank you for your subscription. And now you can use some emotes in chat if you wish to do so. Thank you ever so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's go, take off our armour, hold this in our hands, and walla walla bing bang. I mean, I'd like to find one that's about to go. Click like crazy. No! I'm not as good as a hopper. Okay, come on. I'm clicking like it's got to be possible. Yes! Bam, repaired my pick. Thank you ever so much. That was a good little deal, wasn't it? I don't actually want that, take it back. Also, every single one of these is smelting. That means the farm is running full pelt. That's wonderful. Buzzy says maybe you'll play on FC3 later in the season. I actually concluded playing on Fullcraft 3. My Fullcraft 3 days are over, I guess you could say. Amazing Dave says another part of stream paying more attention to chat. Another stream of paying more attention to the chat than the stream. Grr. Poor moderators have to do it all the time. Hearts for the mods, folks. Yep, the moderator's always here helping out with the chat. You guys are appreciated. They know that. I tell them from time to time. But probably not enough, right? But yeah, all you do is appreciate it over here, my friends. Let's... Oh, there's like... I think that's just Rendog's board a bit, isn't it? Going on over here. Yeah, we're gonna build something. Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe we're not. Let's fly over here and let them despawn. I'm trying to turn it into a song, but it sounds so wrong. Okay, Chris GT is here, subscribing with the Prime. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Mr. Huckle was here with another donation, saying one of those reasons I like Star Trek is that in this utopia there is no money on Earth. With unlimited energy and replicators, there is no need for it. I wish the 21st century would go towards utopia rather than the CRAP that is going on right now on Earth. You know, Huckle, I had very much had the same attitude as you, I guess. Like, we should be doing that rather than this thing. But over time, like, I've tried to listen to sort of like pro-capitalist and economic theories and try to understand the way our world works a bit more in all its chaos. And I think I'm starting to realise that this is a bit more like my own opinion here, right? But I think technology, now this is going to sound really strange, I think technology in a way might be a sort of curse, because it's, or maybe it's us, maybe it's not the technology, but the more we have technology, the more like we seem to do wrong with it, so to speak. Like, yes, technology does wonderful things, like obviously in medicine and healing people, and fantastic things that people can enjoy, you know, video games and streaming, all this is wonderful. But it all comes with a price tag, and it seems like the more we advance technology, the more we pollute, the more we endanger the balance that is on our planet that allows us to exist here. So I get this idea in my mind sometimes that it's all like a never-ending struggle, but it kind of looks like the struggle just gets bigger and bigger as time goes on, right? Maybe utopian isn't actually that possible, because, you know, Star Trek's just a show at the end of the day, and we seem to be far from it. I mean, I'm not dismissing it as not possible. I think there's so many more problems. Like life is just chaos. It's just riddled with problems. Whatever we do, like whatever it is you try and do, there's always problems. There's maybe no such thing as perfect order and perfect balance. So it's all right to think, you know, oh, we've just got infinite energy and replicators, but I'm sure they would come with some sort of problem, like the material that it's replicating things from. Where does that come from? What does taking that and using it mean for the environment that it comes from, you know? That's what utopia means, that which can't be obtained, says Zedro. I didn't know that the word itself had the definition can't be obtained. I can understand it if people use it in their language as saying it like that, or saying it's too idealistic. I always thought utopia just sort of was the idea of that perfect place, not so much attached to it saying that it can't be obtained as well. But technology is also helping to make that chaos not happen, says House Ghost. Well, that's the thing, is it? Because the more of it we have, the more chaos there is, it feels like. That's kind of my point, right? Like technology is this solving the problem, but it also feels like every technology we create to solve a problem creates more. You know? Like you create cars so we can get from A to B quicker, but then, oh wait, cars pollute and they crash into each other, and you know? If we ever reach fusion energy, one of the pollution problems will be gone. Just one, though people are still throwing plastic into the ocean, and the animals living there are dying because of that. There are so many things wrong with the world. Yeah, there are, and it's hard to bring attention to those things, but it kind of feels like in my lifetime we'll very much live with it in a different way. We'll live with it in a way like, hey, it's here on your doorstep, you know? Like, you open your window, there it is. Like, you can't get away from it. Whereas, for a lot of people, it's the back of your mind, you know? Technology had no sense of right or wrong. It's people that corrupt and spread chaos, says the Cosmic Samurai. I said a little bit earlier that it's what we do with technology, so I think I mostly agree with you on that one. Like, we are the chaos, because a lot of technology are just objects, just things that we've created, right? I don't think there is more chaos now than in the past, and I just think technology makes us more aware of the chaos we couldn't see before, says Jidistrek. Well, what I would say to that is population has increased massively over the last couple of 100 years, and I would look at people as the cause of chaos, you know, with the things, and we've massively expanded across the planet. We've built cities, we've polluted, we've changed environments, you know, ransacked fish out of the ocean. 200 years ago, no, there was far less chaos. No, I got to disagree with you on that one. Actually, I think the more of us there are, the more chaos there is. I mean, just simple scaling, really. 100 people or 100 million. Where's the chaos? How much damage can 100 people inflict on the environment compared to 100 million? Like, and then every manner of degree between, right? Congratulations on the 7 years, says Shawiggy. Thank you, man, appreciate it. And as to what I said earlier, by the way, like to what I said earlier in the stream about sometimes not enjoying these talking things, is that this is just me. Like, I pick out one message, I've got no one sitting next to me checking me on something. Actually, X, they did this study on this thing, and it's like, I want to hear that, and I don't get to have that when I stream. Medieval Guitarist says, I just got here, but there is a book and movie called Time Travel that shows you utopian society that is more realistic than that you might enjoy. Tweet it at me, man. Tweet it at me. I'd be happy to check that out. I mean, we can always go towards utopia. This is the thing. Like, it seems reasonable to say that utopia can't exist, but if we can move more in the direction towards it, what's to say that you can't eventually get to that destination? I mean, there should be like a benchmark that we've got to head towards. Look at that. That's glorious. I love that. We did a fantastic job building this thing. Surprise Tolba says, do you know what pollutes my town the most? Ovens of private houses. It's not a technology, you just burn wood, but it's very hard to breathe. Wow, that sounds like a very different environment to like we have in where I live. It would all be electric. But then where does that electricity come from? What pollution is that creating? Right, let's chop down these trees on this little aisle over here and we can get to our creative project. I've just done some tidying up, you know, to begin with. Neowind is here saying this statue is one of the best builds ever. So funny. I actually like it. The scale of it is perfect. And some people didn't like the shape of the arm, thought it was a bit blocky. It was actually blocky by intent. You see, this is very close to an actual villager, but the scale is for every pixel on a villager, we're using 4. So when I built the arms, I decided to keep the blockiness. Grace was building at the same time as me, so Grace is one of the builders on the plot world. Let's get some plot world plugin hype going on. It's played.asumavoid.com. It's Minecraft 1.12, and you're free to go on there and join and claim a plot and do the building. You've heard me say it 100 times. But seriously, go check out the plot world if you haven't. Graceful is a builder on there, and I often hit her up and say, hey, I need help with this thing or that thing, and then we kind of bounce ideas back and forth off of one another. She was doing this as well, but she was going for more detail. So if you go to my plot number 13, you'll see the statue and you'll see hers opposite it. And she put a lot more detail into the shape of the arm, and it looked really great. Like, the arm was great and the torch was wonderful, but there was this blockiness of the villager that I just felt like they didn't mesh together entirely. So I decided to stick to the blockiness with the one that I was doing. And it took me a little bit to like get the arms going, but once I got them going, it kind of became clear how to do it, and they ended up, they turned out really good, didn't they? Bad Times to Scar is on the server, and we're the only other hermit. And there's like a little area over there where they can spawn under the trees and get into all sorts of shenanigans. Oh, I hope they're having a good time. House Ghost says, what about making your own energy with solar panels and wind power? Do you use any of that stuff? I don't have solar panels, but the next house that I move into, because I got a 5-year plan at the moment, and when I like the next place that I look for, it's not going to be like get into a house as quick as I can. It's going to be like find the perfect place, and that's going to be like a place that I stay at for a long time and settle down, and solar panels will be on that house, not on this one, you know. That's sort of my 5-year plan. 5-year plans, says Low Esports. Well, it's this thing, right? Like, when you're young, your teachers or certain people in your life will like, they'll say this thing to you, where do you see yourself in 5 years, right? And when I got asked that question, I was like, what, are you crazy? Like, how am I supposed to know? But now I get what the question means, really. It's about being able to think out ahead and have a plan. And my plan is to find like an ideal place to live. You know, that's just my thing that I want to do. I want to find a place that's very close to nature and to the countryside. So rather than that be an idea in the back of my head, now it's more like a plan. Now it's more like, alright, I've got these sort of like things to do and milestones to aim for or whatever. Assuming you can get rid of cod pathing and create a command block at spawn. Hey, check this out, peeps. Check this out, peeps. I won't read the rest of the message. Kill cot. Okay, now we'll feel a lag spike. Lag spike. Oh yeah, we're on a new server. Oh wow, I thought that lag spike was like a client-side lag spike. Anyway, we've got that. We've got that going for us. Barry Gold says, that's true, but the growth factor may change in lieu of 50% of people dying. That's my personal issue with the logic. To be honest, the idea actually works pretty well, as morbid as killing trillions of organisms. Where did this talk of killing and people dying come from? That means 12 years of YouTube, says the Cactus Monkey. Yep, I guess if there's ever a 12 years of YouTube day, stream, whatever you want to call it, you know, it might be in a new building, let's say. Right, I need to tell you guys what we're doing now, don't I? But I also need to find... I don't seem to have any, like, large supply of stone, which is puzzling. We need to extend a path down to here and connect it up to that. And I wanted to do something kind of special and different. But I've got a vague idea and not really sure how to execute it. Now, we're going to have to go back to my base in order to pick up some stone for building. Barry Gold says, Asuma comes from the Thanos philosophy of solving balance in the universe from your concerns about pollution. The Thanos philosophy? What, killing stuff? I have no idea what we're talking about. Let's put it like that. I am well and truly off track. There is a path here that could possibly just continue going straight, right? Have some steps there. Then some more steps. Oops, that's not making a path block. That's just doing nothing of the sort. Okay, and it looks like we're going to need some blocks along the side here. Like that. I reckon we'll do that, and we'll just go straight past that thing over there. And oh, almost walked into it. Right, let's fly, my friends. Let's fly away. We got noises in the air. G-Stav is here, resubscribing for 30 months in a row, saying, I hope you're having a lovely evening, X. Congrats on the milestone. I am, my buddy. Having a great time. Let's get into this fly mode. If I just hold on in this direction at the right altitude, we'll drift all the way in. We just gotta graze past Mumbo's base. That's all we gotta do. G-Tab, thank you so much for the support, buddy. Appreciate it. We also got Cobra Catcher here, subscribing with the Amazon Prime. Cobra Catcher, thank you for using your Prime subscription on me. I appreciate that support and hope you enjoy the live stream. Are you going to make a station on the railway, says Elliot. Yeah, I need to speak to Ren and just make sure he knows a bit of a plan. I've had this plan for a while, to have a rail that comes past Grian's, Mumbo's and mine, and then I don't think there's anything else beyond there. Well, oh, we just made it in. We just about made it in, peeps. These Guardian farms, look at that. That's crazy amounts of Guardian. Oh my goodness me. I wonder if this is filling up yet. Let's get in there. Look at this. Look at this. But this isn't even finished. When we build the proper farm, it's going to go all the way around, and it is going to produce redonkulous amounts of Guardians all the time. R.I.P. Pixel Art, says Awesomeo. Yeah, it looks like Mumbo took it down. R.I.P. Pixel Art. You know, things like that are going to get taken down. Now, I think we need a chest like this to have some junk chucked into it. In fact, I'm just going to take both of those and fill them up with more junk. And we came here, not to get junk, but to get stone. That's right. That's what we came here for, of course. So we got a noise in the ear. A donation here. Why am I talking like this? Liluve Cats is saying, the problem about the 5-year question, for me at least, is that I need to think with the things that I have no control on. I am going to enlist in April, and I don't know how long I'm going to stay there. Minimum 28 months. Life gets in the way of a plan. There's a little bit of wisdom there, for sure. Life does get in the way of the plan, but what is a life without a plan? I guess I would say to you, you know, like even though you may have things in your life that are out of your control, what control you do have, you should have a plan for. I mean, like sometimes like a 5-year plan, like I know that's like a bit of a big one, right? But hey, let's scale it down. Like, what's your plan for the next 6 months? Like, it could be, I don't know, you know, cycle more and get a little bit healthier or eat better. Like, having plans is, I think in life is, you know, a really good thing. To be structured, to envision and make happen, you know. Doesn't always have to be that long. And yes, some things will be out of your control, of course. Right, I also see that there is a path on that side that I think we should link them together. So I'm going to... Yeah, this feels like the spot. I'm going to do that so we can have... Oh, do you know what? I hope I've got... Yeah, I've got the clay chest with me so we can grab... Oh yes, we can put in the bricks again is what I'm thinking. So we can bring that over here and bring the other one towards it. That's all fine. Where is this other one? Yeah, let's go get our bricks. Let's do some pathing, man. Let's bring a path all the way down here, connect some stuff up, you know? Who else is online, says Mine Lego Crafter? It's just me. I'm the only one online. I can't believe it. Do you know it's going to be quiet the next few days because peeps are heading off to Minecon. So... some of our most active members ain't going to be here. Perfect chance to prank them while they're away. Cats, thank you so much for the donation, man. Appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the Liggity live stream. Let's go put that here. Oh. Oh, you're not in there, are you? Where did you go? You are over here. I already have. Nope. Let's put that there. Sweet, right, how many of these are we going to need? Quite a lot, actually. Let's do 10 for now. Oh, that was all of the ones that I had. X, have you seen Pirate Bay? I have seen Pirate Bay. In fact, let's... You mean this place, right? Ooh, that's a... What is that? Is that clay? That looks so good. That looks good. Wait, actually, which bit is Pirate Bay here? I think it's this bit. That's a really cool block palette. That looks really good. Oh, yeah, Cleo has inspired me with that build back there to create my own little pirate fort community. And I was trying to encourage some of the other hermits to do it as well. I thought it'd be great. Also, I like what Iscal's doing over here, converting all of this stuff into sand. I think it might be cool to do that. We need to like get together as a group and do some terraforming projects together, I reckon. That would be really good. Yep. Hi. Oh, you puffer fish in your face. Jeez. We've got another noise in the ear. A donation here from Huckle saying, last one for today with a quote I was just thinking of. Well, Huckle, thank you so much for the donation and support as always. Jeez, I fell in a hole. It is appreciated. It is appreciatio. Let's... Oh, I thought I had some more of that stuff. Let's go grab some more. Saying, life is when you're busy making other plans. I've heard that one before as well. It's a good one. Do you know who actually said that? I don't know who said that. That's like a very commonly thrown around British quote. I've heard that many times before. Huckle, I appreciate your support ever so much. And thank you for the quote. I like it. It's a good one. Definitely fits what we're talking about. I've just realised that my it's 8:30. Yeah, so the tint on my screen has kicked in. That's what I've just realised. I don't suppose that means let Scardew do 6 months of terraforming, says Eliav. No, I genuinely meant all of us get together as a group and do some of that kind of stuff. But yes, Scar kind of like did a lot for us last season. We never ended up using that, which I feel kind of bad about, but I've said it so many times, like it was a great idea, it can be a little bit tricky to do stuff when it's not technically necessary to the actual game, right? Because that's the thing, you don't, like that's what drives everything here, is that people want to trade diamonds. And if you try and remove that from the equation, it doesn't quite work. Or so it would seem. The quote is from John Lennon. Oh right, Huckle, I didn't know. Well there you go, it's a John Lennon quote. I don't really know I don't even really know much of John Lennon's songs, to be fair. I mean, I know obviously you're going to say the legend or whatever, but like, just never really taken the time to check out his stuff. Lyrics to Beautiful Boy, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Oh, there you go, got the name of the song as well now. I think I got a couple of John Lennon records from the old top 500 lists and stuff, but I haven't been sucked into them yet or anything. Let's go find out where that... Oh, right, it's further down. It's down here. Geez, going to have to do some more terraforming, I think. Or maybe just have some more steps up and down. Let's go with those three. Ah, now here's the thing. Yes, got to watch out for those odd little openings. Because they are going to look strange, I tell you. Now okay, the sun is actually going down. Let's go sleep in the bed. Thinking of the spoiler wall for Mumbo's shop, how about building an anti-prank wall around Mumbo's base with obsidian, says Code Max. That's a great idea. Yeah, let's just surround Mumbo's base with obsidian, like an anti-prank, don't enter here. We could fill all the inside area with obsidian as well, so it'd make it difficult for other players to place blocks. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I think I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to fill Mumbo's entire base, top to bottom, with a giant amount of obsidian so that no one can prank him. Great idea. Oh, jeez! I didn't quite mean to do that. Right, now I think it'd be a good height to just keep it here as we go across. So I know I kind of terraformed it different, but whatever. Right, and where's the other path come? It comes over here. Let's bring it along. We got noises in the ear from Iluve Cats. Mr. Iluve Cats is gifting the subs to Crazy About Maths and to Tuxiban. Cats, thank you as always for supporting the community. It's appreciated. And Tuxiban, Crazy About Maths, you're hearing your name, that's right. You're now subscribed. You can use emotes like the derp face for when I mess up. Appreciate your support ever so much, thank you. Okay, so boop, boop, boop. We want some around... Did my POV just change? Totally just changed. Started moving all crazy fast and stuff. Cat says, thank you for your wisdom, Tuxiban. What did Tuxiban say? I must know. I must know. Wolves says, being a male is a matter of birth. Being a man is a matter of age. Being a gentleman is a matter of Vin Diesel. I mean, it sounded like you were going to come out with some great deep wisdom there, but... I don't get the Vin Diesel thing, jeez. Whenever someone mentions Vin Diesel, I just think of that Pacifier movie. That's it. Forget everything else, just the Pacifier. Oh jeez, don't kick my butt, Skelly Bobs. Crazy About Maths says, darn it, now I need to switch to my laptop so I can do the September thing. Oh yeah, it's September, so if you get gifted a sub, you can resubscribe for just $1. Twitch, they're trying to get their claws into you, I tell ya. These great deals and stuff. Stop giving us great deals, Twitch. We won't fall for your shenanigans. Oh. There we go. Come on, where are those 3 derps to make it 7 derps 7 years, says the doctor. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are right now. You know, I can't just make derps happen. They're their own kind of magic. Yep. There we go. Finally, places. Finally. Amazing Dave says, Yellow Harold, very good point. What did Yellow Harold say? Why am I reading messages to other people and then not able to know what they say? Okay, there we go. Right, that'll do. That looks good. That looks proper. Nice. I'm liking this path. Right Escape, thank you for the message. Appreciate it. Now the grass has grown, we can come through here. And right about here we need some brickage. Man, these bricks for the path, like I think Cub started a scam here. I think this is a convex scam. I think Cub thought, what material looks great, but I can charge them diamonds for. To be fair, these were super cheap. It's definitely not a scam. I'm just being a goof. Right, let's do that. And maybe a little bit here as well. Start getting it going in this direction. Because I'm going to have to buy more of those bricks at this rate, aren't I? You know, it's going to bankrupt me. Alright, we're going to have that. And it's going to continue over here. And I think we'll keep it that high for a little bit. Drop down into this space. Awesome. Awesome. It's awesome. Like that. I think that looks real good. An anagram of Vin Diesel is I end lives. Okay, that's... I don't know why you figured that out. We've got a noise in the ear from XOGP595, who is subscribing with the Amazon Prime. XOGP, thank you for your Amazon Prime subscription. I appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying enjoying the live stream. Appreciate it. Amazing Dave says, Asuma, have you checked out a whole lot of terracotta yet? If you want to talk about scam, Vex Magic. Oh yeah, wouldn't that mean they're selling the Vex Magic blocks? I gotta go see this. I gotta go see this. It's a cool design. I like this area. I like the floor. The floor's great. So the Vex Magic. Wait, is that not? I thought. Oh right, up top. Oh, 10 diamonds. Wait, 2 diamonds per stack. Oh, it is per stack. Just finding a reason to charge you more. One diamond. Are they all 1 diamond, 2 diamonds? It's interesting how some of these are. I guess maybe it's the dye. Cocoa ain't difficult to farm. Man, that's just like cool shop once you've got it all stocked up. See, I wouldn't think to open a shop like that because there's a lot of maintenance. But then again, if you're making the sales at a diamond a stack, it's probably totally worth it. Tronic Data says, congratulations on 7 years. Could you talk about consistency and motivation in creating content? Sure. Could you give me some specifics though? Like, give me like, let's move this topic on to what we talked about in our video today. So, if you want to know any specifics of making content and being motivated, or not being motivated, as I would put it, then let me know. Like, peeps, there have been times when it's been difficult for me to make videos, and I've not been, you know, that into it. But I push through because I know the day will come when, you know, you'll be into it again. And after doing that for years, after having that attitude for years, like I barely have days I don't want to do this. I'm also quite attentive to how I feel as well. Like, I don't push myself as much to make SEO videos and stuff anymore, which is kind of important. Henkel Max is here, resubscribed for 10 months in a row. Henkel Max, thank you for your 10 months of resubscribing. It is appreciated. Nearwind says Cub likes to dig. Cub sure does, doesn't he? Yellow Harold says, hey Asuma, would you ever consider moving to a country outside of the UK? Not necessarily permanently. I definitely consider it. With the law that is going to change here in the EU in the future, it may actually be a thing to move out of the EU if I want to keep doing this job. I don't know what it'll be like when that law passes. I think it's got like 3 years until it comes into existence, but it could just be that, you know, I couldn't continue doing this in Europe and I might have to move to the States or something. So it might actually be something that I need to do in the future, you know. Okay, right, we need more bricks. Let's go get the bricks. That's called Article 13, says the Cactus Monkey. That's the one. Article 13. The law, says Blue Panda. The law! The law says stop making YouTube videos, you derp. Now, there's this new law passed in the EU that doesn't look very healthy for the internet. I mean, it looks like it's going to stifle a lot of the way the internet currently works. Ethan Wall says, X, what is your next big build project? I got a few. I got a few in the works. I'm sort of struggling on thinking which order to do what in at the moment, but I'm sure it'll all get going real soon. So I think this steepness here is going to kind of define, yeah, it's going to kind of define this for us, right? Like, we've got to go like this for our path design. And that's fine, just eating up my bricks, are you? I'll see how it is, Cub. Trying to get me to spend more diamonds. I spent a lot of my diamonds at Force's ink shop now, so now I feel very bruised about spending diamonds because I got so little left. Ah, jeez, not up there. Maybe here we put a little bit of structure on the outsides as opposed to just like shaping all of this with grass around here. I think that might be a bit of fun. Bring in some building materials, you know. It is quite steep. Maybe I should have gone with some brick stairs, but we'll do it like that since we're here. Asuma, you missed some grass for the path, says DJ Cat. Don't worry about it. We'll get it, buddy. We'll get it. Another JT's. There's any ideas for new shops to get more diamonds? Yes, yes, very much so. Got 3 or 4 ideas rolling around. I got a feeling one of them Cub's going to do as well, so I need to kind of beat him to it. So actually, yeah, because of that, I think I know what I'm going to do in my next episode. Yes, yes, I know what I'm going to be doing. I've already got the next 2 recorded though. You'll have one tomorrow, one on Friday. So I guess my Sunday episode, we're going to have to work on something for a shop. Tango's also going to help me out with it as well. So I've got a partner in crime, let's say. Although we're not doing any crime. It's just an expression. Calm down. And guess what? The exact amount that were needed has been placed. Beautiful. Those 2 do look good together though, the path and the bricks. I think maybe what I should have done here though is made this area a little bigger and put the path on the other side just so it's not straight all the way, but that being said, I would like it to go more in the middle of that area. And we'll just have the path do a little bit of manoeuvring here, let's say. Let's go like that. Yeah, we'll go forward like that. Actually, I'm going to move it over by 1 more. Right, that's cool, and we've got to rip out all of this, and then I'm going to go sleep before stuff spawns and decides it's going to kill me. You know? Hey everyone, Asuma said in his latest stream that the next one will see Evil Asuma might be the last. Oh yeah, Mr. Weasels, I did, yeah. I don't know, I feel like maybe the whole Evil X thing has sort of played its course. Now, you know, like I think the best of the evil. Oh, I thought it dropped a head, which it wouldn't have done from an axe. So, don't know why I thought that. Derp. Oh, you want some of this axe as well? Well, you're getting it in the face. You know, that's where it's going, right in the face, right in the kisser. Nox Boy says, "X, what happened to Let's Play Minecraft together?" Nothing. It's still online. It's still up and running. Let's go grab more bricks, I think, actually, yeah. Oh, there's the texture. Oh, aren't I glad I saw that? Yes, I am glad I saw that. Oh, it's already in my inventory. Okay, let's just make a couple more rounds of that. And here's what we're going to do. I think this will look good. Let's do that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's a work of art. It makes complete sense. These look good together, therefore good is what it is. I think I know what else to put here as well, actually. I'm getting a bit of a vision today. Goodness me, the brain is sticking out. Oh, matching colours and stuff. Yeah, and then let's put dirt there. Bam! Should we go with that? I think we're going to go with that. Actually, I think that might be one too tall. Oh, that's so going to work. So going to work. We figured it out. We didn't even have to try anything. It just came to us. It just came to us. I guess that means I've got to place that there. Go on a vision quest, says Cherba. Just go on a vision quest, you know. Smoke a magic pipe and go on a vision quest, they said. I know you're streaming, but go on a vision quest already. Jeez. You know, Dave Chappelle tells this joke about Indians. I can't remember the gist of the whole joke, but it's got a line in it that makes me die of laughter, which is where he's scouting out this guy who he thinks is an Indian and a mole, and he wants to like put the Indian as in Native American, right? He wants to put the Indian like through a test to find out if he's a real Indian or not. So he picks out a gum wrapper out of his pocket and throws it on the ground, and a tear forms in the Indian's eye. Oh, it slays me. It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh, I'm sorry. You're probably listening like, what? Huh? What are you on about, X? The way that man tells that joke is beautiful. Such a funny joke. Slays me. Oh, it slays me. Draco says you probably add leaf blocks on the inside and the light source. Oh, yeah. Huh? There it is. Yeah, I butchered telling that joke. Yeah, I think people didn't get it. It's the way he delivers the joke. Like He says that the Indian gets a tear in his eye when he sees the littering. It's just the way he says it and delivers it. It makes it so funny. I'm not even sure I can describe why it's funny to me. It's just I find jokes about stereotypes hilarious, because stereotypes in reality both have an essence of truth and can be nonsense. I think the principle is that with stereotypes there's always truth, right? But they're never applicable. You can't just go around using stereotypes to figure out the world. It's not fair, and it's just not how things work. But in comedy, like, extrapolating those stereotypes and putting them into joke, it's just hilarious. Dave Chappelle lives a few miles from Ige Evans, says Little Dave. What, like literally, or just like the town over kind of thing? I think it's a callback to the old Native American crying commercial, crying over the litter that dropped on their land, says Draco. I don't know that commercial, but it plays into the stereotype of like Native Americans being closer to nature and having a respect for it, which isn't like fully a stereotype either. Like, it's known that their culture respected the earth, but it's just the way the joke frames it in this moment where like Dave's being all sneaky and wants to see if the Indian will cry when he drops the litter, and he does. It just slays me. It just slays me, that joke. You know, it is what it is. I think I'm going to put those ones in as well, actually. I think that's needed. Oh man, it looks real good, actually. We've got to wait for that grass to turn into dirt, but it looks real good. Stereotype. Hey, hey, says Asuma's baby. The Cactus Monkey says you will need to pay for the creditor of everything you share. No more social media or memes. Yeah, that's the Article 13 thing, right? I mean, that's kind of like literally what this article is. It's kind of like a what? You know, like, do you not understand how this works? Apparently, the guy who like led the vote on it just like openly admitted he didn't know what it was about. Don't know if that's true or not. It's just something that gets thrown around. Right, let's try and match this on the opposite side then. Oh yeah, we've got to put our little slabby jabs coming out like that. Hashtag slabby jabs. Why not acacia slabs on top of the fences? Nah, I think that's okay. I don't think it would line up properly. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I also reckon we need to change this block. If that's... I think it would just change it to granite. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so that would go there, there, but here it would be like that. Yeah, that's the way. And we need some more slabs now. Of course we do. Cactus Monkey says that's actually true. Asuma, he saw the problem and now he doesn't support the law anymore. Oh, he doesn't support it? That might be promising for getting it overturned. I mean, but how are these people voting on stuff they don't know about? This is one of the reasons I don't like the EU. There seems to be a lot of nonsense that goes down there. Tonight I'm watching Clock in the Walls with the family. Hope it's good. I like Jack Black, says Zombie Mike. Oh, I think I literally heard of that movie today and saw Jack Black's like face on the poster and thought, oh, is this a movie I might like? What was the last one I saw him in? The Jumanji movie. I saw him in the Jumanji movie. That's hilarious. That movie's hilarious. Like it's light-hearted. It's cheap. It's not, you know, it's not a deep movie or anything, right? Like, but you need a little bit of that. Need a little bit of that casual entertainment every now and then. I saw the trailer for that and I thought, it doesn't really look like a bad movie. It looks like it could be pretty funny, you know. Turns out it's pretty good. But Jack Black in that movie was hysterical. One of his better performances for sure. They have assistants that tell them a brief, undescriptive summary of what they're voting on. Most of the time, no one knows what they're even voting for. So where do these weird bills in the EU originate from? If like people are so uninformed about what they are, why do we constantly have to have these like internet movements to go, hey, stop messing with the internet? Like, people should just get it. Leave it alone. It works. Assuming this is the very first thing I've watched of you, says Nova Shotty. Well, welcome. Yeah, welcome to your beginning, my 7 years. You know, been around here a while. Been around the way. Hey X, when is the album coming out? You know, the one with you, Ren and Iskal. Hashtag Trungle Boys. Hashtag Trungle Boys. Trungle in the jungle. Do you know what? In Fullcraft Season 2, I opened a record store and loads of people made really cool album covers. There's one of me, right, and it's like Kendrick Lamar's Damn, except it says Derp. Oh my goodness me. The amount of fun we had making false record covers. I would love to do that on this server, but doing that in survival Minecraft, too crazy, but we had a lot of fun with that. Like, make a Trungle Boys album cover. It's a Hypno Raid! What's that? Jakey the Cake says Hypno Raid. Hello Raiders, welcome to the stream. Hypno, when was the last time you raided me? I'm trying to think. I can't even remember because the time zones are always the other way around. But I'm streaming late today. So Hypno, thank you so much for the raid, man. Greatly appreciated. Welcome all of the raiders. I'm celebrating 7 years of making YouTube videos today just by doing an extra special live stream. Hanging out with everyone here. So y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome. Now do I need... I think I do. I think I need that. Bam. So it all matches up. So we just need like 2 more fence posts, and then that gorgeous little thing is done. I'll say that looks pretty slick. I'm liking it. What is a raid, says Orgal Manos. It's when loads of people come over from one channel to another. Also, Ollie95 has gifted a sub to Mr. Hypnotized, Mr. Hypno. You can now throw in some derp faces if you wish to do so. Hypno says 7 years, rah! I believe, Hypno, when we started Hermitcraft, you had been doing YouTube for quite some time as well. So I'm going to guess you've probably been doing the Minecraft videos for even longer than me, right? Going to make my 7 years look wimpy. Appreciate that raid again, thank you, man. And Ollie, thank you for gifting the sub to Hypno. What does EU stand for, says 37? It stands for European Union. The union of all of the Europes. All of them. United together. Under one union. Let's craft that. Bam. X, how about small fence archway starting in the stairs? I think maybe that would look good, but I don't want to overcomplicate it right now. I was thinking maybe a couple of trapdoors here and there on the sides could help, but I don't want to overcomplicate it. I want us to get to the other one thing that I wanted to do. You know, in streams I make up these lists of like, gonna go here, do that, gonna go there, do this, and then I remember that in this game everything takes 10 hours. So like pretty much every stream it's like got a list of, you know, 5 or 6 things and we get about 1.5 done. All of Europe but England, says Insane Jokers. Switzerland isn't part of the union, you know. And there's talk of a second referendum. There always has been, but it just gets stirred up over and over again. Right, and this is going to go. Sorry, Ren, but that's right in the middle. So, maybe we could even... Wait, this is like a double bit, isn't it? So I'm not sure what we're going to do here, but when I started to think about what we might do, I had a bit of a vision for like two walls coming out, and then a path that goes down and back up again. But why would it go down and back up? Like, what's special about that? So I started to think, maybe we make it underwater, but why would it be underwater? Why would it be underwater, mate? You know? All of this is going to be flooded eventually. That's the thing. Norway is not in it too, says Maximum. There you go, Norway's not in it. Flyballer says, hey, Asuma, congratulations on the 7 years. I was wondering why you stopped making videos on the Play Minecraft together. I just ran into a point where it wasn't working for me anymore. It happens. Sometimes you get burned out with series or whatever you're doing, and I think the play style was a little bit tricky to assimilate with. Like, I wanted to do... Like, the community played very fast, let's say, for me. Like, here on Hermitcraft, if you think about how much we've done so far together, like, this is what happens in a week on Let's Play Minecraft together, you know? So, they play very fast, and people give me gifts, and, like, farms that I think about building are already built. Like, it just didn't quite work. I ended up with everything I needed very quickly, and I didn't have to work for it. I don't know, it was just like At first I really liked that, but in the long run I think it was a bit trickier than I thought it would be. Now you're probably wondering what I'm looking for, because I'm spending so long trying to figure out where it is. Goodness me. Liberty Villager, that's the statue, says Mr. Guns. It is. Peeps, how about we all focus for a second? Who's got ideas for this right here? Anything interesting? Like, I'm thinking what we're going to do is bring that wall over here, bring that wall over there in a straight line, and then just have a path that dips down a little bit and comes back up. Now, I can't think of much else more than that right now, and that's fine. That's fine. But if any of you got a cool idea that would make that more interesting, let's hear it. Before we get committed, you know. I mean, I was thinking underwater, but realistically, I don't think there's going to be much to that. I feel like I should harvest this clay, because no one's going to see this now. Oh, I'm drowning. I'm taking damage. A blue glass bridge, says Psychoramon. Yeah, it's funny you say blue, because blue's the colour I've had in my head the entire time. That being said, if we make it out of glass, then we can't use slabs to have a smooth kind of thing. And I feel like some see-throughness is important. So let's start off with just this, and then see where it all goes from there. So yeah, I'm putting bricks down at the bottom, just trying to create that guideline. We do want to throw in some moss and some cracked. That's the way we do it. Keep it nice and detailed, you know. You're not cracked, are you? Assume make a mini Golden Gate Bridge if possible. I think anything rising out of the ground is kind of not necessary for this area. We would have got like a big visual up above. Stephen says, how long is X planning on streaming today? I don't know. It's the special, man. I've got to do extra long live stream, right? Extra long. X, whose base is the coolest looking so far, says DJ Catab. Well, definitely not mine, because mine is a giant sandbox. You know, I was about to start speculating, but I don't think we need to speculate. My friends, ladies and gentlemen, whose is the coolest base on the season so far? You know, let's scratch our noggins together, right? Let's try and think. Let's try and think about what builds have been absolutely mind-boggling and mind-blowing and breathtaking and amazing and unbelievable and oh my god, how did you do that, Scar? And let's compile a list, okay? And try and think of what the most amazing, beautiful thing we've seen on this server so far is. I can't think of anything myself, to be fair. Also, what is in this sign? I can't think of anything, actually. I don't know. In fact, you know what? It probably is that big, ugly, horrible, yellow sand box that I built in the ocean, okay? It probably is the best build on the server. I mean, it's pretty impressive building a giant sand box in the ocean, you know? Oh. Oh, okay. Woo! Hey, speak of the devil himself. Is he in the area? Is he in the area? Is he a dodging? Is he a weaving? Where is the Scar? He's probably over at the Cherry Redstone place. Rune X Heart says Scar's organic builds are absolutely amazing. They are. He is a player on another level. He's on another level, peeps. The level was here. He's over there. That's a good foot. He's on another level. I was doing stuff with my hands then. You couldn't see it. Okay, he's not over here. I mean, am I stalking Scar now? Why are we looking for Scar? Oh, I love this, man. This is what I wanted it to be. I wanted to build something that just that will be like not iconic, like, you know, the defining thing of the season, but that's like a little marker on the season. That's the season with that thing, you know. Well, there's also that volcano as well. So this season's gonna have many things, but this is the season with that thing, and I like hanging out in the area of it. Prank Scar, says Hamstap. I don't think I've ever had a request to prank Scar before. That's kind of unexpected. Like, I don't know what to say. We already pranked Mumbo, but you asked me to prank Scar. I'm confused. My brain isn't working now. Let's grab that. Oh, I know what we want. Vines, right? Where are the vines? They're in one of these. There are the vines. We'll have a few of those, please. Awesome. Right, so we've got those three together. Let's continue building the wall. Do you like Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, says Cosmo Guy. I like Black Sabbath a lot. Black Sabbath are amazing. If you like metal and you haven't listened to Black Sabbath, oh my goodness me, do yourself a favour. You will hear so many riffs, so many things they invented for metal. Beautiful stuff. Led Zeppelin, not so much. Never really listened to them. I listen to Physical Graffiti a fair bit, but that's about it. So I'm a bit ignorant on the Zeppelin front. But I'll tell you what band I like that everyone's talking about, and they're talking about Zeppelin when they talk about this band. That Greta Von Fleet, new album coming out real soon. Man, I'm hyped to hear that. They are really interesting. They're a cool band, you know. Also, Friday, new Cypress Hill record. Who's excited for that new Cypress Hill record? 8 years. It's been 8 years. 8 years without another Hill record. I can't believe it. They've made me insane in the brain waiting all this time. Jeez, you saw that one coming a mile away. You thought, if he says insane in there, I'm going to unsubscribe. Listen to Brockhampton, says Funky Coaster. I do, and I've got their new record to listen to. Or have I? Actually, I can't remember if I brought it or not. Brought a lot of records today. What do you think about Pink Floyd? Amazing band, one of the best bands ever, really. Right? Humbly B says my mum is an old school Metalhead. I don't know what a Metalhead is, and she wants me to see Greta Van Fleet when they come here soon. Go see them. I saw them. They were really good live. They were really good. I saw them at Download Festival. Humbly B, I command thee, just because it rhymes. That's why I'm commanding thee, just because it rhymes. Right, do I have more of this and that? I do. Oh, do you know what I didn't? I didn't put any. Oh, jeez, can't talk. I can't talk. I've been talking for too long. Stairs. They're called stairs, and I didn't put any stairs. You know. Lol, Metahead says says Humbly B. I'll stop trolling you. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Ah, the inventory. It's disgusting. It's become overgrown with nonsense. Let's put away the shears. Let's put away the bone mill. Where's the bone mill go? Over here. Let's put that in there. Yeah, that makes sense. That can go in the tools chest. Right, and I don't know what else that'll do for now. I'm going to see Brockhampton soon, says Twitchane. Yeah, I haven't seen Brockhampton live. Might go check them out. I don't know. I certainly haven't seen them announcing any gigs over here. Are you aware of GERIANE getting tagged and potentially on the lookout for prey, says DJ. I believe the baton has already been passed. I believe. But we'll have to wait and see, right? I mean, this tag game, it moves so quickly. I need to update the URLs. That's something that I haven't done. I mean, the URLs are fantastic for keeping in track with the game. Problem is, I need to kind of get on updating them kind of pronto, you know. Pronto stat. Well, what about Lordy, says Silent Bones. I like her singing, her voice, her music. I really liked Melodrama. There's some really good stuff on that record. Some songs that stick in your head for a long time. What are your thoughts on Steel Panther, says the Dot Booth. Not my cup of tea at all. I've seen them live, didn't like their live show. Don't really like their attitude. Not a fan. Not into that at all. Her? I thought it was a band, says Ben. No, it's just her. You know, singer-songwriter, as they say. The old singing and songwriting. Jeez, trying to do two things at once, are you? Multitasking, is it? Right, keep placing these blocks. These bliggity blocks. Do you like Ghost, says Nicola Bellamy. I love Ghost. Ghost are the most exciting metal band that there is at the moment, maybe. There's probably other ones that I would say that for, right? But Ghost are just... thank you, Ghost. Thank you for making wonderful music. Their last record, probably their best? I don't know. I took in a very interesting stylistic shift with that one. I very much like it, but I can see why some people didn't. Asuma, reply stop to stop receiving requests for you to listen to Destiny Potato. Oh, it's you. Someone keeps sending me Destiny Potato. I listened to it. It was cool. What about Corn, says Ender. I'd never heard of Corn with a C. Heard of Corn with a K. I mean, jeez. Amazing band, that one. Don't know about this other Corn, though. Seeing Ghost live next year. Can't wait, says Ollie. It's going to be great, Ollie. It's going to be great. They're going to put on an amazing show. They're going to bring you closer to the devil, you know what I mean? What about Immortal? Heard them, says Warrior of the Wind. Of course I heard of Immortal. Goodness me. Have I heard of Immortal? Their newest record. Go and listen to it. It's freaking awesome. Freaking. Okay? Freak. Freak out. Okay? Before you type your little comment. And the Porcupine Tree, says Claudius. Yeah, I like Porcupine Tree. Only listen to that one record of theirs, though. The most highly rated. Hear them brought up when people talk about Opeth, and so I went and checked out there. Is it Fear of a Black Planet? Is it called something like that, or is that that's Public Enemy? Jeez, totally different type of music. There's another group that I like, Public Enemy, amazing. Still to this day, like they do sound kind of dated in a way, but man, I can't get over their like attitude and energy. Chuck D is just brilliant, and Flavor Flav's alright. Fear Factory, any thoughts? I love their double bass patterns, says G-Stab. I like Fear Factory a lot. They're one of those bands that I like, but I've never been massively into. I love their cover of Dog Day Sunrise, though. Go check out Head of David if you know that song and want to hear the original. There's a cool, interesting band. Right, so we've got that. What are we going to do with this space now? Are we going to drain it? I'm going to steal this clay. The clay is now mine. It's getting stolen. What about Travis Scott, says Bert Official. Man, Travis Scott, one of the most exciting young producers there is, I think. Like, I don't think it's always great to say, oh, the next this, the next that, but he's kind of like the next Kanye in a way. Like, he kind of raps similar to Kanye, that's for sure, but his production style is just so good. And like, he's an artist that I frequently binge on. Just literally, I think 2 days ago, I was listening to Rodeo over and over again. Love it. It's so weird because that album took me a long time to get into. Like it took me like 10 listens to write up my little blog post. But then after that, I couldn't like. It just lingered, and whenever it came on and shuffle, it's just like, oh yeah, actually I like this one. And then slowly over time, kept listening to it more and more and more. And now I absolutely adore it. Cubez says, wait, is X rocking a different skin for his 7th anniversary? You know it, there's a pufferfish man over here. That was actually a derp from earlier in the stream. We've got noises in the ear from Drellock66. Drellock here for 7 months. 7 months for 7 years, saying love you, Suma. Thank you for the lovely message, buddy. Excuse me, you get a little bit of a burp. Tried to hold that one down. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. We also got Witty 19941 here throwing some bits at me. Thank you for the cheers. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. Eye break, says Kid Row. Yep, it's time for an eye break, ladies and gentlemen. Take a moment to look away from thy screen. Look off into the distance. Don't look at the bright lights. Rest the eyes. I'm literally going to just do a short one. Just doing a short one. No offence to your great ex, but I'm passing out after 20 hours of awakeness. Your voice is pulling me into sleep. Sir Grumples, how could you? How could you go to sleep? 28 hours? What are you talking about? Don't make no excuses. Nah, I'm messing with you. Go to sleep, buddy. Go to sleep. Snooze away. Drift into thy night. Right, what should I... I got a feeling I'm not going to like this next... oh, twice? That's a derp. Oh, can't even use a crafting bench. What is wrong with me? Now, let's go and turn those into slabs. So do we do some sort of like sloping, slabbish, gradient cabbage? Because that rhymes with slabbage. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Oh, jeez, I placed that one wrong. Let's go like this to begin with. Let's see if we can just let the blocks take... We are going to need a sponge in here, because if I want to place slabs, they're going to mix with the water, which kind of sucks. Jeez. Minecraft is dead, says Paulio. Peeps, Minecraft is dead. Its heart has stopped beating. Someone please resuscitate it. Someone please resuscitate it. I mean, I think, doesn't Minecraft still have the largest player base for a game? It's not Fortnite, as we've recently learned. Oh, I'm not placing them quick enough. There we go. I think we need something down the middle. I was half wondering about having a divider in the middle of all of this. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. So I think now we should do something like that, actually. I mean, oh, it also gives us an opportunity to throw in some like cracked ones every now and then. Because now on the next floor we can just go you here. I've run out of mossy. That one there. Right, here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to put a dividing wall down the middle. That'll make getting rid of this water much easier. Which biome from Minecraft Earth are you most excited about, says Flyballer? So far I'd say the desert one, I think. Palm trees are going to be great. Oh, hang on, what's it doing now? It's placing them over there. Halo Ace says Minecraft isn't dead. What are you on about Minecraft isn't dead? No one plays Minecraft anymore. No one watches it anymore. Jeez, there's definitely not 1,500 people watching. No, that's not happening. You're imagining things. Minecraft is dead. Is your skin supposed to be your old you? No, it's not my old me at all. It's the pufferfish. Do you not know of the pufferfish, the mob from the game itself? Right, let's stop drowning. Drowning ain't fun. The Chinese killed Minecraft, says Samstar. I think they breathed new life into it because they have just, you know, brought a massive player base of millions of people over to the game. When is Red Eyes coming back, says Jesus? I don't think ever. I've never heard from Red Eyes in some time now. I think at this point coming back, the landscape's so different as well. Like, be interesting to see what he does, but I mean, well, speculating. I don't think he's coming back. Right, let's go. Sponge over here, sponge over there. Quickly now. Come on. Yeah, that's more like it. That's some progress right there. Professional progressing. No one knows the pufferfish because no one has been playing because Minecraft is dead, says Mudkip. Yep, that's a very good point, actually. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of confused as to how I made this skin, to be honest, because I don't know what the pufferfish is. I mean, geez, what is that? No one watches this game. X, you got to make a 7-year competition compilation of your past. Nah, I'm not going to do anything like that. I've done my 7-year video. No need to do anything taxing or anything like that. Plus, Tango already has the red eyes, says Eliab. Yeah, well, there's that. The red eyes have been taken from Red Eyes himself. Oh, I already had 2 furnaces. Well, if only I'd have known about it, eh? If only I'd have known. Let's go grab some sand. Gonna put that in there. That needs a restock, clearly. What about my building blocks as well? Like oh, you're not building blocks. Got some stuff lingering over here. Glass and lights. Junk! I got junk again. Get out of my inventory, junk. Oh, I thought there'd be room for that in there. And the flint is junk. Right, that's a little bit cleaner. Now what I need to do is get some of this stuff in here. And get it cooking up. Do you like maths, says Marquios. I like math and numbers. I think math is fascinating. Aha, look, there's another one here. The Chinese are the Russians of Minecraft. Well, I don't even know what that is. Is there still an automated rail dupe, says Bowfinger? Possibly, probably. Berarius says, is anyone noticing that the mouse on the far left of what he's clicking? Yeah, there's like, you know, quirkiness with the mouse. That's just a bug that's there. that I don't know how to fix because I didn't make this program. Streaming and capturing the mouse itself. Oh, should I then do that? I think I should. So is that going to look any good? And how deep is it going to go down? And will it come back up again? I'm not sure that I like this. Not sure. Might be a good idea to give it some time and think about it a bit more. Okay, I will take those. I will take them. I think I've got all of them. Don't want to lose any sponges. Right, okay, so here we go. Boom, boom. Oh! Oh, you didn't even get used! I think this might be more effective from up here. Okay, that was definitely not effective. Okay, that's more like it. That's some progress right there. Sweets. X, have you listened to Sticky Fingers? They're an Aussie psychedelic rock band. I have not heard of them. X, how about making it a collapsed bridge? What is a collapsed bridge? You know, now that you say bridge... Oh dear. Oh, I had to cough. Now that you say bridge, you got me wondering if there was a better idea than this. Busty says, just looked up episode 21, lol. Yeah, I didn't think anyone would remember that. I genuinely... I went to my comments and I was like, oh, everyone's sharing the link. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Whatever, you know. Sometimes you get frustrated, sometimes you swear. I try not to swear. And I think as I get older, I get better at not swearing. I find swearing just to not be a particularly effective expression of emotion. That being said, the science would probably disagree because apparently your brain rewards, the signals go firing off whenever you swear. You get a little buzz from it. Have you seen Doc's Ice Bridge to Zombie Mike? Oh, Zombie Mike, that might have been a great idea for this. Oh, I want to make an ice bridge now. Oh, Zombie Mike, you're giving me ideas. Oh, totally giving me ideas. Totally ideas in my brain, Zombie Mike. Hey, maybe we could even... I was going to take the walls out, but now I'm thinking maybe the walls could even just stay in. I've got an idea. Tear it down, says Orbital. Tear it down. Down it comes. We've got a noise in here. Donation here from Loris Not Cool. Loris Not Cool. Saying, hi Asuma, I've been watching you for years. Lovely to see your personality grow and you become more confident. Thank you for the donation and the message. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've definitely become more confident over time with doing this, you know. Yeah, thank you again. Thank you again. Black Ranger PL says, yeah, X, I also think beating people is way better than swearing. Beating people? What? That I mean, I don't know what you were trying to say with that message, but at first glance it sounds like you're saying it's not very good, you know. I thought I filled that in there, but whatever. What did we come back here for? A thing. Oh yeah, a thing. Aha! Aha! Oh. Oh. Aha! There it is. Frostwalker. I have the boots. I have the boots. I have the boots of the frost and the walking. I might have some more books for Frostwalker and we could put it on something cheap. Okay. See, look, Frostwalker book. So we could put it on some dud boots, but that'll do for now. That'll do for now. Oh! Come on! X wants to fly. I can fly! Yay for the new server. Woot! Frostwalker Bridge for the win, says Zombie Mike. For the win. For that win. Are you going to start a Skyblock series like Tango and Impulse? Says Jazzakaza. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm not keen on those sorts of servers. If there was one that offered up like a gameplay challenge that I was interested in, I wouldn't. Do you know, the thing is, like, that you get contacted by this kind of servers quite a lot, and they just, all they're ever trying to do is like throw, well, not throw money at you, but try and entice you with money. And because I get these like junk emails all the time, like, come play on our faction server. It's like, why don't you actually tell me what the gameplay is about? You know, like, that would be more appeasing, I guess, to learn what it's about. But from what I understand, I don't know, I haven't seen many of them that look that interesting. The Skyblock one is a concept that I'm probably a bit more open to, like friendly with, but yeah, most of those just don't really appeal to me. Right, let's go and grab slabs. Slabs have been grabbed. Crafting will not happen. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the middle. This thing has to move though, right? Now I've got to move you. I could put it in a minecart, but here's the thing, if I make it invisible... Oh, I got an idea. I got a very good idea. Let's grab redstone-y only boxy. Let's put it on a piston facing upwards. So I've got this thought now, like, we can make this invisible. Oh, but we'd see the armor on it though, right? So maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Armor stand goes up, armor stand comes down. Whoa, was I inside ice for a split second? No, didn't look like it, did it? That's not working. Huh. So maybe vertical movement doesn't do anything? It could just be that. No vertical movement by the looks of it. This song sounds like some Goldfrapp. Now there's an artist that I like. X. Have you watched Yogscast play Minecraft a long time ago? Says DJ Cat. I did. I was never one of those who like watched, was like hooked or watched the classic series. But like when I learned about, you know, it's classic, all of this, la 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 la, I kind of went back and checked it out, and it's pretty funny, pretty awesome stuff. They got into a bit of a spaff at one point with Notch about who's like. I think the whole thing was like they thought they made Minecraft big, and he thought that Minecraft made them big. Pretty obvious to me that they both made each other big and famous or whatever, but yeah, they had a bit of an argument about it, but what does it matter? Right, let's... Okay, so we've got to move it. We've got to move it in those sorts of directions, and we can... Oh, now I'm wondering if we could hide it a little bit. Like, what happens if it's on a slab? Let's bring this back. So I want that. Let's put it on a slab this time. Oh, will it even hit it? Yeah, that's got to hit it, surely. And... Uh-oh! SpaghettiOs! Ah, jeez. Let's go grab some more slime blocks. We got a noise in the air from Loris Not Cool with a donation saying, me again, by the way. I'm Welsh. The name is said like Lowry is not cool. Lowry is not cool. I try to remember that, my friend. Do you think it's harder for female Minecrafters to do well on YouTube / generally? Thanks, Asuma. For female Minecrafters, I don't think so. No, I don't. I don't at all, really. I don't think gender like holds you back from. Well, actually, this is a strange question, like, because I listen to a lot of stuff about gender. It's very much like a big discussion point, right, in these days of transgenderism, if that's even a proper term. So some of the stuff that I listen to about it go into these ideas of like genetic predisposition, or you know, different genders having different I can't even talk properly. You know, different preferences naturally. The way it's often described is like you have two ends, like of a thing. Like often it's talked about in terms of like violence. Men are obviously more violent than women. We all understand that. But what they talk about is like both a woman and a man can be at either end of extremes. But often with certain sets of ideas, you see that either men or women gravitate to the end or the middle overall more proportionately than others. And that argument often gets talked about as if it's hateful or negative, and I don't think it is. I think it's trying to be realistic with what in reality is a difference between us. Like, I'm all for equality. I am all for trying to make life fairer and better for everyone, right? But the biology is going to make us different in ways, and I don't think we should ignore that in order to achieve the equality that we want. So when it comes to Minecraft and a female YouTuber, you can definitely make it on YouTube as a female YouTuber. I mean, if you go look at all the makeup fitness channels, there's lots of women over there making a living from it, doing the YouTube thing. When it comes to Minecraft, we definitely don't see enough or as many female Minecrafters as we do male. And this might come down to, like, there might be something in there when I talked about the whole disproportionate thing that means just by the way we are, it's more likely that men are going to do this more than women, right? But as I said, you can always defy the odds. If it's like 50% more likely that, you know, men will go and make Minecraft videos than women, you can always be in that other part, right? So there's no reason you can't do it. There's no reason. And I don't think it even speaks to quality or anything like that. I think there's no difference in quality. You can do it as good as any bloke can do it. But overall, when you chuck us all into a big pool together, you will see that there are more male Minecraft YouTubers than female. Does that make sense? I think I said all of that well. Jeez, it's late though. I'm trying to... Oh, goodness me. I'm trying to make sure I say these things correctly, you know. Female gamers lesser than male gamers anyway, says Shizuku. I mean, there's a lack of specific in there. Like, there's more male gamers than female gamers, sure. But I think to achieve whatever you want to achieve within that spectrum, I think both men and women can do it most of the time. You know? Team Machine says, I don't think it should be about intimidating. There are tons of female gamers that do YouTube out there. I'm not trying to intimidate anyone. I was just trying to put forth this idea because I think in the argument of equality, it gets lost a lot. Like, I'm totally for equality, but I think you have to pay attention to reality, like, and realise that the differences between us play out and affect things. And if we don't calculate that in, and if we walk blindly into, oh, everything must be equal, we can make some stupid mistakes, in my opinion, and we can come up with some falsehoods, things that aren't really true. I already said all I think. What's holding you back is yourself, says I Love Cats. Angie says there are very, very few differences that are inborn between genders, but that isn't the question anyway. The current culture is that women have a harder time in this field, like they do in 99% of all fields. Okay, so you touched on something that I would strongly disagree with. There is really big... There are biological differences between us. And like I said, like, I was trying to frame it like... Okay, I'm doing stuff with my hands. Yeah, maybe I can show you in-game, right? So, like... We have a scale, right? And when you have a scale from one extreme to the other, most people pile up in the middle, right? And then you have less people further out to this edge and more people in the middle. So the idea is that with men and women, for whatever we're measuring, right, sometimes, you know, like, let's say the women cluster up further over here, they're more likely to do this thing or be that thing. So this might be healthcare, like caring for people, caring jobs. Like women so often become nurses and look after people, and it's because of that maternal instinct, right? They're more caring for people, so it pushes them more over here. And then men are more physical and mechanical, and so it pushes them over there. Like, but both a man and woman can always go to this end over here and to the opposite end, whatever that means. I'm not sure what the opposite end means, but right, like no one should be denied from going here. But we need to pay attention to how we end up in these groups. And sometimes it's cultural. Sometimes there are ideas and things that push us in directions, right? Like, for example, I don't think kids should play with blue and pink toys. And I just think you should give kids the opportunity to figure out things for themselves. I don't think there should be boys and girls toys. I really think it's a far better idea to have kind of neutral toys, because you're already shaping something for them at that point, right? Shaping things about their identity, telling them it, let them figure it out. If like a kid is going to be a manly man when they grow up, and that's genetic, then let it be. But if it's because you push things like toy guns, cars and trucks on them when they're a kid, you can shape that. This is a very tricky thing we're talking about, says VV. I agree, it is tricky to talk about it. That's why I want to iterate like that. It all comes from a good place. Yeah, I think it's truly honest. I think it's really cool you made a graph in MC. Today we made a graph in Minecraft, yeah. Mothers are the best. Nothing wrong with being feminine, says Debug. There's nothing wrong with being feminine. I mean, yeah, nothing wrong at all. Like, I just think it is really obvious, especially if you go back 50 years, that the difference between men and women in society, there's clearly some problems there. Like, but in order to move forward and create equality, we have to get it right. We have to realize that underneath, you know, like equality can't be equal when there are differences, and the fact that we are men and women means we're different. So we have to get it right in creating equal opportunity for everyone, you know. Equality of opportunity, absolutely for. I'm not for equality of outcome. I don't think that like everyone should be subscribed the same outcome based on what they do. I'm reading chat now. The Teo says the wisest are those familiar with their own masculinity and femininity. That's, yeah, I know. That sounds fairly reasonable. Colours shouldn't really be gendered either, let alone toys, says Hunt Ghost. Exactly, yeah, yeah, the whole colour and gender thing to me is like something that sticks out. Like, you're not born with a pink shirt on or a blue shirt, so that's kind of obnoxious. It also, at one point in history, was very trendy for rich men to wear pink shirts, like an old fact that roams around in my head that I remember. Loris, not cool. Did I say it right? Did I remember? Lowry is not cool. I'm terrible. Someone should give me a slap. Lowry is not cool, is here Nation saying. I'm glad I started a conversation. I think it's important to conversate. Important conversation to have. Especially nice to hear your opinion after seeing for years. You haven't offended me at all. Enjoying the stream. Well, that's good. Yeah, I believe in conversation. I believe conversation is real good. And I believe that we should all go into a conversation with the best of intentions and listen to one another and try and walk away from it like listening to other people and learning from one another, you know. That's my thoughts. Thank you again for your donation, by the way. Appreciate it ever so much. Lowry is not cool. See, I got it right there. I did a thumbs up, but you can't see it because the face cam isn't on today. Rapan says, X, out of subject. If you make two armor stands on both sides going back and forth when the user is in the area, you can hide them behind a two-tool wall. Ah, hiding it. Hiding it. But we would need like a box, and then this is like a two... What if we stepped down? What if the, like, okay, so if the water is lower down here, then we can keep this kind of cool thing. I'm so distracted by this conversation now. Angie says, you're wrong thinking those differences are inborn. Very, very few are. You have to look across cultures and across history, but it's still also because the fact that it wasn't the question at all. I've got to strongly disagree and say that to say differences are not inborn, I mean, you must be like looking for all the other things. I totally get how culture and history and societies can shape people and affect their identities, but so much of it comes from I'm probably wording that incorrectly. Let's not say so much of it. I accept that there can be cultural influences and societal influences, but there are physical ones as well. There really are. Women can have babies, they can give birth to other people, and men can't. And like the way that men are strong and all of that stuff, it's very there and physical. Any woman can become a bodybuilder, you know. Not any man can have a baby though. But like, again, it's about that scale that I drew a moment ago about like the bump in the middle. If we take it for something like being physically strong, both men and women can go all the way to the very end of that and be incredibly strong. But where do men reside? Much stronger than women on average. And you know, there's chemicals behind this in our body, testosterone and all these other different chemical things that happen in puberty and at all time as well anyway. You know, like testosterone is a chemical pumping around in your body, and if you're a bloke you've got much more of it. There's even things you can do in your life to manipulate the amount of testosterone in your body. Like I watch a lot of bodybuilding videos and like exercise tips, and quite often what comes up is being able to manipulate the amount of testosterone in your body by doing certain things. I mean, I don't do that myself. I don't go into my workouts or whatever with the intention of manipulating testosterone, but like I get a kickback from working out. Like I worked out today, like doing that hard physical task pumps my body with chemicals that are good for me. Not everyone gets that feel, but men are far more receptible to that than women are, again. And like it's not about saying women can't do something, it's just about like that's the reality of it. Mace School is here resubscribing for 42 months in a row, saying, so I've been subbed since the 7th, 42 months ago. Interesting. Mace School, I said earlier in the stream that you are the marker for how long we've been here on Twitch. So isn't 48 the number? So in 6 months, we've been on here for 3.5 years. So it's 7. I've been on Twitch for half as long as I've been on YouTube. That's crazy. We learned that today. Mace School, thanks so much for resubscribing. Hope you're with us and enjoying all of this. TechEeks42 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you, TechEeks, for subscribing. We also got Mekis95 saying, hey, who turned out the lights? Proper Dave. I don't know what this is in reference to, Mekis, but thank you for the donation. I don't know who turned out off the lights. I see some people talking about political correctness. That's another tricky subject that we've got different opinions on, probably. Betty Baghdadi says, I don't think the problem facing our society is blue and pink toys, although I don't care what toys you play with. You can play with whatever toys you want, but maybe we should focus on actually raising kids that have empathy and respect for others and that are not selfish. We can barely do that. I think diminishing the value of blue and pink toys, fine. That's like, there's probably bigger problems, right? But saying that kids that aren't empathetic and respect, that's not a blanket you can cast on like a generation of kids. Like there might be, I constantly see this whole like, I'm not going to do anything in Minecraft. I constantly see this whole nostalgia thing about, oh, things were better in my day, make America great again, you know, it used to be great back then. There's this constant thing that people do to make the past seem a lot better than it actually was. And, you know, medical science and technology are obviously big factors, but when it comes to the social side of it, I mean, that's a much more difficult thing to measure. But I think it's just not fair to talk about generations like they're all brought up wrong or doing something wrong. Like they're interacting and figuring out the world around them the best they can most of the time, and in an increasingly different world from what we have behind us. Betty Baghdaddy says it's not what I meant. Well, okay, I got what you said wrong then. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to grab some cobblestone walls and space them out along the sides here. We're going to try and at least develop the part of the structure that I can work on. Kilroy is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. And Starry Eyes 313 is resubscribing for 15 months in a row with the Amazon Prime. Well, thank you ever so much, Starry Eyes, for resubscribing. It's appreciated, and I hope that you enjoy today's live stream. Hope you're enjoying it. Apparently, according to other people, I misunderstood your message, Miss Betty Baghdaddy, so I'll await your reply. Right, that works okay, because we come out to 1 over here, so we can make that work with a little bit of terraforming, so 3 in between, I think. My statement was about people in general, not about a generation. Well, okay, if it's in general or about a generation, I just don't think it's fair to make sweeping judgments and call people this or that, really. Like, you can't call everyone something, because there's always going to be people that break that rule. And does it really matter, like, what the percents are? Because they're probably not as extreme to validate that. Linus says, am I the only one who's very tired of all this equality between women and men? I feel like such an overrated subject, and people always get triggered if you say one thing wrong. Honestly, I wish I was born in the 80s just to live a life of rock and roll without people getting angry about gender. I think that there should be a discussion about these things, and that people should go to these discussions and talk about them. But if you don't want to be a part of the discussion, I think that's fine. I do think to get in people's faces and, like you said, triggered about saying one thing wrong. Like, this is what's happening with the latest generation coming out of colleges, is that things are moving away from morality based around intent and moving to morality around language, where it's about what words you use. And there are some horror stories of, like, college campus, what they call them, deans, getting kicked out because they used the wrong language, and all of their students rebelled against them and got them kicked out. Like, there is a shift in the younger generation towards language as being like a set in stone kind of thing. If you use the wrong word, you are wrong. And previous generations have gone with intent, you know, that your intention behind what you say matters more. So if you say something that is perhaps considered offensive to someone, I'm personally of the intent idea. It should really, really matter what you meant, not what you actually said. Because, like, cultures change from town, sometimes town to town, county to county, country to country. And language can be a part of culture, and just simple things that, you know, people take in their region for norm, like politeness. You know, it's like you go into the jungle and they give you a bowl of frog eyes, and you know, you're their guest, so you need to eat the bowl of frog eyes. You don't want to, now you're rude to them. Like, intent. I think that was probably a terrible example, right? The Noble Destroyer says, I think there is an issue with the newest generation of young adults. I was disgusted with the idea during the EU referendum that the elderly should not be able to vote. Imagine being told you could not vote after serving and fighting in World War II against the Nazis. The Noble Destroyer, I don't think that question is... I mean, I wouldn't vote, say, hey, elderly people can't vote. Like, but I think there is a topic there to be talked about, because I think it was one of those Greek philosophers that said, oh geez, I can't even remember what he said, but proposed the idea that democracy shouldn't be for the stupid, or something along those lines. So, like, saying everyone can vote, you can always then ask, well, are all votes equal? What about ignorant people voting compared to well-informed people? Should well-informed people with higher IQs, have a higher weight of vote? I ain't answering this question. I find the discussion interesting, but I don't really want to go yes or like no. I think I'd rather just try and keep a level playing field myself. But like, the idea would be like, should the elderly still drive? Because a lot of car crashes happen with elderly people. You get old, your mind will slow down, your body will slow down, And like the idea of taking away a vote from someone sounds terrible, but I think the real conversation is around the value of a vote. You know, like if you let only the smartest people in a society vote, would that society be better? Because it kind of sounds like a smart idea in some respects, right? Not saying it is, just saying there's a discussion there. Betty Baghdadi says, I'm not saying everyone is something, I'm saying is that in general we live in a pretty violent world with not a lot of empathy for selfishness. Again, like, it's a blanket statement. In general, we live in a pretty violent world. We're actually living in the most peaceful time in our history. Now, I know you can't go to someone in Syria and say that, but statistically, the world gets more and more peaceful every year. Our culture gets more violent. Our TV shows, our computer games seem to get more violent. Crazy About Maths says, it's like how when you go on in an Indian restaurant and you order the thing in the funniest name. If you could do the same in an election, you probably shouldn't be there. I like that. That's cool. By the way, Def Nabox has subscribed. Ahana MC has subscribed as well. And Micro Malone is resubscribing for 31 months in a row, saying, hey, Asuma, what a coincidence that it's me that resubs on your 7th anniversary. Congratulations. Here's to another 7. Micro Malone, thank you ever so much for 31 months. Crazy amount of time. Appreciate it. Yellow Harold says, Asuma, what you're talking about is Plato and demagogy. Allowing everyone to vote means that all the stupid people get to influence the decisions as well. Yeah, there you go. That's the one. Angie says, you think gender problems don't exist in the 80s? Women still make 3/4 of what men do the same. I'm going to read the rest of this message. You know, Angie, I take what you say seriously. I listen to what you say seriously. But what I would say to you is take the time to listen to people that disagree with you, because I'm not going to debate anything that you said there. Because in some way I agree with it, but I think you need to like just broaden your scope on the argument there, because I've listened to a lot of stuff from that side of the argument on those topics and from the other side, and by listening to both sides you can realise how complicated and how difficult what you're talking about actually is. And when you understand that, you realise how difficult it is to put your feet in one particular location. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, I don't think I really want to get too much into it, because just going down the rabbit hole of talking about all these different ideas and stuff, but it sounds like you have a very strong opinion and passion, which is great to have passion for something and to be passionate about what you believe is right. But I just feel like from what you said there, it might serve you well to broaden your horizons a little bit. Yeah. Amazing Dave says, holy CRAP, what did I come back to? We stopped playing Minecraft. People are still watching. I've stopped playing Minecraft, but isn't IQ based voting a kind of racism? Says Dare Weber. If you could link IQ to race, then you could, but no, it's like an IQism. Like you're telling people who don't have a strong IQ they can't vote. I mean, it's not racism. It is what it is. I'm not saying that's right. It's just a question that gets put out there by philosophers. The point is that smart people do not always make the smartest / best decisions. Also, there is the point that you take equal rights to the people. Yeah, here's another thing, right? So I've been listening to these books with mathematics talking about topics like judicial systems that use algorithms to help make decisions about how people should be sentenced, and automatic cars, all this stuff. And one thing that comes up a little bit lately that I've heard is this idea that sometimes when you try and do something specialist, its results are on and off, whereas if you pull from a general, like, so let's say you got 100 people and they're all pretty average, you might get a better result out of the average of all those people than you do out of a specialist or a group of specialists. I can't remember what the term was for that, but there was a term for it, and they were talking about how it applies in some of these algorithms and stuff. I think with driving cars, to give you the analogy, with driving cars it would be like if you tried to get the car to drive down the street by focusing on one thing, like is there a car in front of you, then it would all of a sudden not notice that the sidewalk wasn't there, or that the lines on the road were doing this. So what they do is they pull all of the different things together, like they pull all of the different detection systems, GPS, cameras and sensors for where things are near, and then out of that pool they pull out the most probable course of action, something along there. X, the scale you were describing earlier in mathematics is called normal distribution. The scale is prevalent in many factors of life. For example, in the UK, the average weight of a person is 75 kilograms. That would lie in the centre of the scale. For all those above or below the average, a certain deviation from the average, hence being further to the extreme. There you go, well said. Well said. My point is that the attitude towards the idea of taking votes from the elderly is very poor, says Nobel Destroyer. Maybe who you've heard say that had a poor attitude. That could totally be right. I would not suggest that we should do that, but I understand that there is a point to be talked about there, which is, you know, like to push it to extreme. As old people get older, you know, the mind slows down, like I said, but like, should people who are you know, mentally, oh no, I feel like I'm wording this wrong, but like people who have mental health issues that can't interact with reality properly, what would you call it, like dementia and things like that, should they have a vote? Because then you're going to think, well, hang on a minute, how are they going to understand what's going on around them? So the idea is that we know that with age the mind can you know, degrade as I say. I'm just thinking about old people that I know. I'm thinking that like no one that I know that's that old like would in any way come near me not thinking they could vote. Like could not vote, if that makes sense, right? Like, yeah, actually now that I think about it, like I really don't think, yeah. My grandma has dementia. I don't think she should have the right to vote because she doesn't know what year it is, so she shouldn't in reality be able to affect it, says Danzo Twitch. Yeah, so I guess what I'm thinking then is like, that mental condition, you're going to get closer towards it as you get older. Maybe not individually, maybe collectively, like out of 100 people at the age of 20, no one's near it. Everyone can vote, but at the age of 80, maybe a few people are closer towards that and perhaps shouldn't vote. Like, but as I now think about it and think about older people that I know, like no one that I know is anywhere near, you know, incapable of casting a vote, in my opinion. Geeky Rainbow says, I guess the point of the person who doesn't want old people to vote just wants less conservatives to vote. Funny. We got noises in the ear from Woody 19941 throwing bits of me doing cheers. Thank you, Woody, for the bits. I appreciate the cheers. I can't believe how little Minecraft we're doing at the moment. I'm just looking at chat and talking. I mean, I keep looking over here and thinking, should I do something? But I think I'm going to leave it like this. If I should do anything, it should be sort out my inventory, because after I stream, I think I want to go AFK somewhere, so I can start collecting some materials for a future project. You know, got to think smart. I have a clay one here. Let's put that one away. And also, the Tranoob is here with bits, throwing them at me, saying, when was 7-year-old Mama told me to go make some friends? Well, I made it watching Asuma 7 years. Does that count? Lol, Kappa, PogChamp, Forehead, Grey Chasm seems good. I don't know what the end of that message is about, but I appreciate the support, man. I'm not sure I understood much of your message at all, to be completely frank. I apologise for not understanding the message. It's not very good of me. Should we make sure we got all of these sponges back? Sham Bassam says, but stripping votes from all elderly is too reactionary. Oh, I know what the argument is now. I know what the argument is. I've heard someone say that older people shouldn't have a vote because they won't be around for the consequence of their decision. Now, the way when I heard that, it was worded really poorly and bluntly and rudely, and like there is some validity in there, right? Like there is some should you be allowed to vote on the fate of, like, let's say they give you the decision, but also tomorrow you're gonna go to sleep forever or something, you know, like, should you make that vote for all these other people? I don't know, but I think I remember the question being asked, and I think it came up around Brexit, actually. I heard that a lot. And talking about, like, some young angry people on the telly saying that the old people have voted them out of the EU and that they wanted to be a part of it. I mean, they're like, it can be handled so poorly, right? I think there's a tiny bit of validity in there. But anyway, when it comes to stuff like that, I like to then go out and seek and try and find different people talking about it, because there's always someone out there who's got a better idea than you, right? Like, I'm trying to muster up some ideas out of my brain space for you right now, and probably not many of them are that good. But, like, that's why I spend time listening to stuff, so I can go and find all these interesting ideas and try and learn more from them, and etc, etc, you know? Do I have a glass one around here? Do I have a glass one in here? I do. Politics chat. Great news, I'm a politics student, says ReggaeTube. I wouldn't call it a politics chat as such. We're just talking about topical stuff, you know. I could die the day after election day, says Manatee Gag. It's technically true. It's technically true. Can you somehow force me to keep studying for my test tomorrow, says James Barr. I mean, you know, do you value the result of your test? I believe you probably do if you're studying for psych, man. Do the hard work. While you're studying, you're going, man, this sucks. Like, it sucking is what getting a good grade is about, man. Got to do that hard work. Alright? Then you'll come out of it like, yes, I can do that. I can get this done. The young think the old people are stupid, as if we were born yesterday, says Wikitsy. I do not think old people are stupid, believe me. I think you know, the more years you've lived on this planet, you've probably got more things to say that are valuable to other people. That's what I think. Bowfinger says, the thing is, old people did make decision for other people quite some time. Be it kids, go to war, rebuild the country, etc. The real question is, do they vote for what benefits them the most, or do they vote for what they think is best for their family/country? I don't know. I don't know what the demographic of older aged people vote for. I think it would probably actually be quite, I don't know, like, maybe some people have done some studies. Maybe me just thinking isn't a particularly useful thought, but I imagine it's got to be a bit more diverse, right? Like, old people can't just all be thinking the same way. I reckon there's probably a similar diversity to young people, because young people can be nationalistic and all of these things as well, right? Lights. I'm looking for lights. Camera, action. Let's go put in some food. Every little block has got to be tidied away every time I play this game. That's how I roll. That's just how I roll. Okay, so now the inventory looks pretty good. We can pack all this stuff. But old people get grumpy easier. I mean, I can't even run across their lawn without them shouting at me from their rocking chairs. It's crazy about math. Oh, you are crazy. Okay, that one there is going to go away. We're going to sleep in this bed so no pesky bad things can come at us. It seems people need to put themselves in other people's shoes more often, says Tuxeban. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Let a little bit of empathy and understanding guide your way. Couldn't agree more. The agreeing is what I couldn't do more. Did I put in... Now, how have I got an extra one? It's because I took a stone with me, right? See, I'm always keeping on top of my inventory management. Got to know what's going on with my blocks. Can't have them running away. Alright. So, this part of the stream was very unproductive on the Minecraft front, but that's not all we're here for, apparently. Jeannie is here with a donation saying congratulations on 7 years. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate your donation. And your congratulations as well. Thank you for the nice message. Assume I heard an argument that there shouldn't be any more referendum because ultimately is the end of public well-informed enough to know what's best. Also, we elect MPs to make these difficult decisions, so surely everyone should make decisions rather than leave it to the uninformed public, says Thomas Prime. There's a lot to unpack in that sentence. I mean, I get what you're talking about. For a second referendum, I mean, democracy is not a perfect system. Like, let's not get this twisted. Like, it's not perfect. It's far from perfect, and perfection is possibly an impossible thing to achieve. But I do think you have to admit that to have a second referendum is kind of hypocritical a little bit. I think in the way that democracy is supposed to work. Not saying that that means it's absolute right or truth or anything. At the same time, the day after Brexit, the most searched thing in the UK was what is the European Union. I mean, and that is just like, that shows you, right? Like, when it was real, a lot of people who voted it for then went, oh, like, okay, what does this mean? And then it's like, well, you should know what it's mean before you vote. So now if we have a referendum, are people more informed? Is that a better vote? These are all tough and tricky questions. Angry K9 says resubscribe for 41 months in a row, by the way. Thank you, Angry K9. Happy 7 years, X. Glad to have been a part of your journey for about 6 of those 7 years. Old school in the house. Been around for so long. I appreciate it, Mr. K9. Thank you. Glad to still have you here. That is for... Oh, jeez, don't die. Okay, I didn't die. Glad to have you here. Very much so. Thank you for your resubscription. How's your throat doing? All this talking, I'll be sounding 50 years older, says Bangleboot. I'm going to go have a honey and lemon. Let's put it like that. I'm going to have a honey and lemon. You know, I've given you a special live stream. I think we've broken the record. I don't think I've ever done 3 hours before. Jeez. Nationalism is a very good system. Communism is nice until you get one person internally or externally who wants to make manipulative approach, and suddenly communism turns into an effective form of slavery without manacles, says Muriel. I mean, there's a lot of certainty in that statement, and I don't even know. I don't even know what I think about that. GMRS Plays Games has subscribed tier 3. Mr. GMR Plays Games tier 3. Let me show you my pufferfish face. As a tier 3 subscriber, you can go over to wrong website, assumavoid.com, left hand side of your screen, click on get whitelisted, and you can join the Let's Play Minecraft Together server today with the tier 3 Twitch sub that you just subscribed with. You can get on our whitelist and hang out with all the cool peeps over there. But my friends, this is where we're wrapping up our 3-hour Bonanza special. Oh jeez, it's a special 3 hours. 3 hours of rambling. Appreciate all your support. Thank you for coming out for 7 years. It was nice to do a longer stream. Man, I didn't think I could go for that long. I thought it'd be like 2:15, 2.5 maybe. So I appreciate y'all coming by. Thank you for supporting me through the years. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you again to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheers. We're gonna go stream. We're gonna go raid Slipgator. I'm not sure if he's doing Minecraft, but it's Torch Tuesday, and torches are in Minecraft, so I think that's a good reason to go raid our old buddy Slipgator. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it ever so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.